everyone. Surprise. Now, I'm not expecting a lot of you to come today because it is extremely early over the pond, but I have the day off and I thought I may as well crochet and see if I can have some company. So, is anyone out there? Let's just see. Hey, Lisa Knits and Vlogs. Hey, Panda. Do you want to come up in a bit? Just thought I'd be a little sneaky. Hey, Melissa, Brett Blog, 9:45 on a Tuesday night. You're nearly done with Tuesday. It is currently 11:15 in the morning here in the UK on Tuesday. Hey, Dee Barlow, good morning. You're up in Arizona? Did I get that right? Who knows? My US geography isn't all that great. It is bloomin' freezing here. Now you guys are probably thinking, yeah, right, it's not that cold, Mantha. Let me see what my temperature says. It is 1 degree Celsius. Let me check Google. What is 1 Celsius in Fahrenheit? It's 33.8 Fahrenheit. I'm cold. Oh, it is Arizona. I got it right. Yay! It's 10:15 p.m. where Lisa is. Yes, I'd love to. Was just about to ask if you wanted a co-host. Yep, give me a sec, honey, and I'll send you the link. Hey, Gumdrop Forever, Julie. How are you? 6:15 in Florida, Panda. Yeah, really early. What's everyone working on? I'm working on a virus blanket. I am going to be working on my hug using Cinnamon Stitches Mulberry Street shawl pattern. Hey, Ronelle Allred. 5:16 a.m. in Texas, windy and cold. Yeah, it's cold here too. Freezing here too, below or around 32. So we're a similar temperature, Denise. Oh my goodness gracious. Right, let me send Panda the link. Let's have some company up here. It's 69 where Panda is, about 20. That would be lush right now, Panda, just saying. 20 degrees where Melissa is as well. But remember, Melissa's day is nearly done, so that's quite hot for an evening. Right, hang on, I'm pushing buttons. We know this doesn't always end well. Bear with. Let me find my Amanda Panda. There she is. There you go, Panda. So yeah, I just thought let's have some company. Let's do a random pop-up live. Why not? Otherwise, I'd just be sat here on my own. 20 degrees for Lisa as well. Goodness. It would be a lot nicer and a lot warmer if it was that temperature here. Now, you'll have to excuse how I'm looking. I think I'm coming down with another cold, so my eyes feel a little bit puffy and a little bit raw. So there's no agenda today. There's no excitement. There's no party as such. I just thought, seeing as I was crocheting, I may as well crochet with company, right? So yes, what is everyone working on? Denise is working on a mallard lovey. Oh, so cute. Too early here, 4 a.m. to pick up a hook. I get it. Yes, I'm in summer, but heaps of rain as well for me, says Lisa. Here's Panda. Surprise. Hello.
I lost the... There it is. I was like, wait, I lost where I was.
Lisa's working on a knitted pouch. Awesome. I appreciate the knitters. I can do it. I just don't want to.
Can't do none of it.
Although saying that, in a week or two, I have got a swatches and samples video where I did do a little bit of knitting for a swatch, but that's as adventurous as Mantha gets, I'm afraid.
Fancy.
Yeah, 34 degrees here feels like 25 at 5:20 a.m. outside of Chicago. Yeah, similar temperature for you then, Julie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tigger.
So Mantha took the week off work for various reasons. Main reason being that her bathroom is supposed to be doing, can't speak. I've been fighting for my bathroom to be done since last June.
I know.
Woke up early, did the school run, expecting the builders to arrive yesterday. Nothing. Chased the council, asking what the heck is going on. Oh, sorry, your builder's got COVID. He won't be coming. He won't be starting until next week. And I'm like, are you joking? I can't take another week off work.
You did that last year too.
Right.
You
So needless to say, Mantha is very grumpy and very angry, but she's not going to show that on this live. She's just going to chill and chat and crochet. But yeah, this has been going on since June, guys, and it's been a whole saga. And the saga continues because that is Mantha in a nutshell. If anything can go wrong, it will.
That's ridiculous.
I know.
Head.
Julie says flower coasters and an Ami Blue Jay. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. I've made a start on my Impkin. Have you, Panda Bear? Not yet.
No, Drew keeps walking around the apartment. I'm Groot.
Oh.
Groot.
He wants his Groot pattern.
So I don't know if I told you, but I bought a different pattern other than the French one because, you know.
Yeah, Panda did a Mantha. Mantha put a book on her wish list a year or two ago, and some lovely, 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 lovely yarny friend bought it for her. And it was only when it arrived that Mantha realised it was written in French. Well, Panda did the same for a group pattern for her hubby. So we've both done the French pattern shenanigans.
Whoopsie. So instead of trying to translate it, because you can use Google Translate, but Google Translate doesn't understand crochet.
No.
So, but I did.
Oh, look.
Now I realized she did say there is a chance of it, like the stitches twisting.
Yeah.
So go into, lean into one side. And I didn't realize mine was doing that until I was sewing up the head. So it's a little off. He's twisted, but
he's very square.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Some people.
Hey, Mary Hurley. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Some people do that. They make cube heads instead of heads. So he likes it. It's supposed to have headphones too, because Groot dancing with headphones. So I got his head.
He's happy, and no one's gonna know he's wonk unless you point it out like you just did. So just don't point it out. Everyone will be fine. So Mary Hurley says it's about 25 Celsius there and 20 past 1 in the afternoon, watching from East London, South Africa. You have a London in South Africa? How cool. Have loved watching your videos for the past couple of months. Look forward to seeing what 2024 brings. Me too. And thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Awesome. Yeah, Melissa. Panda and I are only 9 days apart. We were born the same year, same month. It's just she was the 13th, I was the 22nd, and we have a lot of similarities, and we don't learn from each other's mistakes. We just seem to do the same thing, just different times.
In my defense, when you click on the pattern page, it says can be in other languages, but usually when it says that, it's like, okay, well, that's cool. I can pick, you have a few. No, that was the French one. And I didn't read the comments. Of course I should have, but it's me. I was excited. It was cute. I paid for it and then went,
yeah.
And then went back and looked and I was like, no.
See, it's a pity that you couldn't send it to Sabrina Melajuice and have her translate it into English for you, because that would be perfect. It might be an option for the future. It might be.
Yeah, I just know she's busy, so.
Yeah. Mary says, I'm busy designing a knitted jacket for a course that I'll be teaching starting February. Ooh la la. Now that is fancy. Good for you. A whole knitted jacket? Yeah, that just makes Mantha's brain go. No. But I appreciate those of you that do, because if everyone was like Mantha, there would be no knitted items.
Nothing new to coming from this one.
Oh dear me.
Still waiting on.
You've got 9.
That's
I wasn't
awesome.
expecting anyone.
Probably definitely weren't expecting me.
Oh, I don't know. I know you get up super early, and I know you would get the notification and jump right here if you see it. So
I did. So see, what happened was it's been like this for like a week now. I'll go to bed 9, 10 o'clock, sleep 2, maybe 3 hours, get up to go to the restroom, and like,
yeah, your body's like, you want sleep? Nope.
We just took a nap. That we just need a nap.
Yeah.
And actually, right before you popped up, I was like getting everything ready, and I was just gonna lean back in my chair and take a snooze. But I'm like, ooh, never mind.
Oh, well, there's plenty of time for a snooze after I'm gone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, because I do have to go to the post office in a bit, because I've got to send off my Boggy Creek blankets, guys.
Ooh. I know I need to get with Nancy so I can meet up with her.
Yeah.
And take
mine. So you have that option because you're both in Florida. It's a bit far for me to go. Just saying.
Yeah. I'm hoping next Sunday maybe I can go. We can meet somewhere like halfway. She's like an hour and a half north of me.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Well, that would be cool.
It would be awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, while I remember, guys who are in the room, don't forget that it's mine and Panda's YouTube Sissy's birthday on Thursday, Queen's Crafts by Bridget. Yeah. She is going to be doing a live, and I do believe that there will be lovely little gifts given away on the night. Obviously, don't just go to win something, go there to wish Bridget a happy birthday. She's had a bit of a rough time of it lately, so just to shower her in love would be awesome. So if you're free on Thursday, head to Bridget's channel because she will be going live. I don't know if she's scheduled it yet. Do you know, Panda?
I think she has, yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can find a time for you guys.
I think it's like 7 p.m. Eastern, I think. Don't quote me. But
okay.
Maybe 4. I don't know. It's something.
So it's at 9 o'clock my time, which is 4 p.m. Eastern.
So 4. Okay. I wasn't positive. That's why I said don't quote me.
No. So, I mean, me and Bridget haven't discussed it, but if she wants me to pop up, I'm happy to pop up for a bit. But obviously, with it being a Thursday, I can't stay super late. But I can stay for the majority. And Bridget's normally really good at getting all the prizes given away, sticking to the time that she wants to be live for. So it'll be Friday for you, Lisa. Yes, you guys in Australia, it probably will be Friday. I forget that. My apologies. Yeah. So it's a Friday night for you. So why would you be anywhere else, right? It's the weekend.
I know.
Yeah. So.
I think if I remember right, she did say that she was going to do it at an earlier time so that you could be there if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So there are some birthday shenanigans on Thursday. And then personally for me on the Friday, it's Mike's daughter's birthday. So we will be cooking her favorite dinner and having cake and presents and, you know, the usual.
Ooh, what's going to be for
She wants what we call a fry up, so an English cooked breakfast for her dinner. It's her favorite. She asks for it every year, never changes.
Okay.
So sausages, bacon, baked beans, toast, hash browns, eggs, either scrambled or fried. Probably fried, it's quicker. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Awesome.
And then she wants chocolate cake. So
can't go wrong with chocolate cake.
No. And then on the Saturday, she has been invited to go and spend the night down at her grandparents. I say grandparents, it's just her nan, but
it's easier.
Which is Mike's mum, but she lives just over an hour away from us, so she's going to come pick her up. She'll stay down there, which is right on the beach. It's too cold to go to the beach, but they probably will anyway. Stay there the night, and then she'll bring her back on the Sunday. So
awesome.
And she very rarely gets to spend time down there, so it's nice that she's been given the option.
Yes.
Hey, Amy, good morning. We are fine. We just thought we'd be a little bit sneaky. Panda didn't even know. I was just like, let's go live.
And I seen it and I was like, ooh, nailed it.
Yeah. But I thought I would only be sat here crocheting anyway until I need to go to the post office. So why not crochet with company, right?
Exactly. I was like, woohoo! Yay! I'm waiting on a text message from Drew Baduba. Hopefully that's him now. Telling me he made it to work safely. Okay, good. Woo. Yay.
Oh, so he had to take yesterday off?
He ended up having to take yesterday off. Yep. Because so the part was supposed to be in between 11 and noon. He called a little bit after noon, like 20 minutes after noon, and they said it wasn't in. So they told him to call back in like 30 to 45 minutes to check in so the guy could, see what was going on. Come to find out, they sent it to the wrong store. So he ended up having to wait till after 4:30 in the afternoon. Then it was an hour and a half round trip walk for him. Yeah. And then we were out there because I was helping him. We were out there until after 1:00 in the morning. Called it a night. He got up the next morning and started working on it again, and he finally got it done. So, but we will have to end up getting an AC condenser as well, because the way our car is set up, it's the condenser, the radiator, and then the radiator fans. So they're pushed together, like they all snap together with these little clips, but it hit the AC condenser first, because that's, was there. It was just up in the front first. The AC kind of works. We think it has a slow leak, so we'll just have to replace it, which, yay.
Yeah, and everything you've just said just went woo.
I
know nothing about cars, but basically, to give everyone a backstory, that was the emergency on Saturday's live. Panda's hubby went shopping. Somebody ran into the car, broke the car. Long story. And that was the last bit. So he missed a day of work yesterday, but fingers crossed, smooth sailing now.
Yes. Like I said, I mean, it's in the 60s and 70s, so we don't technically need the AC at the moment. So it's not a ASAP type thing, but it,
Yeah.
But I mean, with it leaking, it is actually not dangerous, but it is bad for the environment.
Yeah.
And you can kind of get in trouble for like leaking AC air.
Right.
Because it goes into the whatever. So
Mm.
anyways, not to bore you guys with car issues.
No,
Yeah.
and at least hubby wasn't in the car and wasn't hurt. That's the main thing.
No, we think it was somebody with a tow hitch. Because the
Yeah.
way it looks, like, it doesn't look like it was backed into full force by the rear end of a vehicle. It looks like something hit and scraped, and that's what we're thinking it was. Tow hitch. So somebody that couldn't drive, pretty much, got a big truck with a tow hitch and don't know how to drive.
Ridiculous. So, for everyone watching, I have a question. I know there's only 8 of you, but that's fine. Not a problem. These Stitch Saturdays that I'm doing, is there or are there any stitches that you guys would like a little mini tutorial on? Because as we know, there's millions of them out there. And to know where to go with that segment is a little tricky. So if there's something in particular you guys are looking for, just let me know. I'll see what I can do. Awesome. And if I don't know it myself, I'll learn it and then I'll teach you.
Exactly. I learned something new this morning. Yeah. Because I was like, why is that twisting? And come to find out, like, apparently it's just how when you're working in rows, they just kind of twist to one side. Okay. And some people deal with that by only using the front loop. But I was like, yes, it makes it nicer. And I wouldn't do it for everything. So just like when it has to be square, like something like that. Mm-hmm. But it is kind of cool. But I'm like, isn't that really gapey? Yeah. Like front loop is really gapey. In my opinion.
Hey, Knitting Purple, morning from Yorkshire, UK lady.
Yes. Yes.
How you doing? What you working on? How's your day's plans treating you? Amy, any of them? I really only use the basics and don't know the fancy ones. Okay. But have you seen one that you're like, oh, that's beautiful. I want to make a blanket with it, but I need to know how to do it. I just want to, not only am I trying to expand the content on my channel and obviously selfishly trying to get the channel to grow, and I've noticed those that do tutorials do better. But I want to kind of see it as a service to my viewers. Like if there is something in particular they're needing, that they've seen other tutorials and it doesn't quite click, maybe the way I do it, it might make it click. Like I just want to be helpful. I just want it to serve a purpose. So good night all. Need to put iPad on charge. Night, Lisa. Thanks for popping in, honey.
Yeah, I know. I was not ye old crocheter, Susanna, in Australia. I was actually helping her yesterday with some amigurumi stuff because she was having some difficulties because I don't think she really does it that often. So yeah, I was helping her. And a lot of people write patterns differently. So I was actually sending her voice clips of how I read it.
Yeah.
And she said it really clicked that way. So she's like, are you gonna do any tutorials? I was like, I'm not planning on it, but don't want to be a copycat. But I mean, if somebody needs, kind of help with that.
Definitely. It's like one of my viewers who predominantly knits, but obviously wants to expand into crochet, bit by bit. Knitting's her passion, but she does want to dabble in crochet. She actually commented on that video saying that just by watching my tutorial made her realize why her double crochets don't ever look like double crochets should, because she was doing something wrong with the pull through of the two. And she said, just by watching your tutorial made me realize I've been doing double crochet wrong and I now know how to do it correctly. But it's, even things like that, because like you rightly say, Even, you know, the fancy stitches are just a combination of the basic ones. It's just which ones you use, how many of them, and where you put them.
Yeah.
Literally, if you can get those basic stitches nailed, you can do whatever stitch that you want if you learn which order and where in your work you place them. It's the beauty of crochet. It's what I love. It's so versatile. So the fact that I was able to help her with her double means that hopefully she'll get the confidence to keep going with the basics to then eventually, you know, expand what she's making. Knitting purple. Alpine stitch is the stitch I can't do and have never been able to follow. Oh, okay. I've only ever done alpine stitch once, so I'd have to refresh myself before I tell you.
This here, who I was just
her ears must have been burning. It was all good. It was all good. She wasn't being nasty. I don't allow nasty on this channel. Don't worry.
I'm a panda. I'm never nasty.
No. Right, let me write that down. Alpine stitch.
Yes, Brett blogs. It is. When learning to read a pattern, I taught myself, so I completely understand. I was supposed to make a pig that was this big. It came out this big.
Oh my goodness.
When I was first reading amigurumi patterns.
Hey Dana, I would like to learn the star stitch and textured stitches to make a sampler scarf. I'm watching from Melbourne, Australia. Well, welcome in. And I will put star stitch on the list. And you know what? That's another one that I've never done. So I'll teach myself and then I'll teach you. Yes, Susanna, it's meant for Amanda. It wasn't scheduled, wasn't planned. It was just a surprise. Why not? And the other thing that Knitting Purple wants to learn is the crochet I-cord. Again, never done that, but I can do my research. If these are the things that people are needing, then it's the things that's most valuable for me to do, right?
Exactly.
I'm still learning to read a pattern, so visually watching the stitches is important. Yes, Melissa, yes. You'll have to watch the replay, Susanna. No worries. No worries. Do what you got to do.
It's just a few minutes. It's not been very long, so yay.
Melissa, I'm autistic, so it's not easy. I can understand. I used to work with children with special educational needs, and I know that the way their thought processes are and the way they see the world and the way they experience things can be a completely different universe to, I'm going to say average because I don't like normal. Normal's not actually a real thing in my book. So I get it. I do get that sometimes, you know, others with neurodiversity need different ways, different visuals, sometimes even just different ways of saying something. So I totally get it. Totally get it. Hey, Frozen Angela, welcome in, honey. How are you? I'm just asking if there's any crochet stitches that anyone would like to see me do on my Stitch Saturdays to do a service for you all. Give you what you want.
What you want?
Yeah, well, to be honest, the reason why this channel has been a success is those watching, right? So if I help those watching, it's only gonna help relations and make everything a success. So, and I'd love to think that I've helped someone. It's a good feeling.
It is. It is. It really is a good feeling to help people.
Mary says, I agree with Amy and Brett. Any stitch will help. At the moment, I can only do the basic stitches. So to watch you teach other stitches will be a big help. Cool. Thanks for that. Front post and back post. That I can do. That I don't need to research first. Thanks, Susanna. Thanks for giving me an option that I don't need to learn myself. So Susanna, specifically front post, back post, doubles, or any stitch? Does it not matter? Which are you really looking for? Front post and back post?
I think it would be easier
to do a double.
You did doubles because singles are kind of like a pain in the rear end, even to
front
do.
And back post singles. I hate I will do them if people want me to, but
The front post is pretty okay. It's the back post ones that are have an issue with.
Melissa, in the third loop, is that half double in the third loop? Because I've only discovered that recently, but I can do that.
I've done any in the third loop, and it actually, it's funny. I like to go through the second and third loop. So like on my border for the spin me around the granny, I have it front and back. Or well, not front and back, the second and third.
I apologize if you heard that. I just belched. I'm so sorry. That's disgusting. So not ladylike. I do apologize. Panda's used to it because backstage we really don't care. But I forget when we're talking that you guys can actually see. So I apologize if you heard that. How rude.
I think I was yapping, so I don't think they heard it. Because I didn't even hear it, so, you know.
Okay. All right. I'm just making sure. Panda and I are just completely ourselves backstage. So things like that don't even enter our heads because we're just ourselves. But yeah, on camera, Mantha needs to be a little more ladylike. So, okay, these are some good suggestions, guys. I did also have someone mention that they'd like to know waffle stitch and basket weave on a video as well. So I'll put them on the list.
Waffle stitch would be perfect for you because you waffle. So,
right?
Every time you say it, that's what it reminds me of.
And do you know what? Never done waffle stitch.
There you go.
I've done basket weave. The basket weave's all right. That one's like a long-winded stitch, isn't it? The basket weave, because you've got to go so many rows before you change to get the next, you know, the interlocking. So that would be a longer tutorial.
That's one thing I want to learn is interlocking Tunisian. That looks amazing.
Yeah, don't ask me. Tunisian,
no, you're fine. But I was just. Go ahead.
The craft group I go to, a lot of the crocheters have problems with charts, and I have to translate for them. Oh, how lovely of you to translate, though. Absolutely gorgeous. And I've also figured out that I don't have to do my stitch tutorials on my phone. Mike said that the webcam that I use for like now when I'm on my laptop, I can actually clip onto the new tripod arm thing that he got me. Nice. So I can pause. I can do like 2 rows, paused, and then come back like the professionals do.
Awesome. And by the way, you have so much better service in the morning. It's redonkulous.
Because there's no one else here. Yeah. There is no one else here. There are no Xboxes on. There are no mobile phone or cell phones pinging around. It's just me. It's the laptop, my phone. That's it. That's why my internet is better. And I'm not uploading a video right now. That helps as well. Yeah. So
I mean, it gets a little grainy here and there, but it's so much better. It's not like. That's what it does.
Okay, so what else has Dana said? Linen stitch, rice stitch, herringbone stitch, and cables. Oh my good gravy.
I like herringbone half double. That one's cool.
Right, so linen stitch, isn't that one of those that has got more than one name?
I've never heard of the rice stitch either.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look into linen stitch. Rice stitch, never done, but I can learn and then teach you. Herringbone, never done.
Herringbone.
You know, for a crocheter that's been crocheting for 9 years, I haven't done a lot really, have I? You can tell that Mantha stays firmly in her comfort zone because, yeah, I don't know a lot. Cables I have done and I love them. But ooh-wee, do you have to be focused and pay attention? And yeah, it's a good one to practice front post and back post. I love it, especially when you want to put like a ribbing on something, whether it's the brim of a hat or the cuff of a garment. I do love the front post, back post ribbon. Waffle, waffle, Polly waffle. I love those chocolates. Never had them, Susanna, but they sound right up my alley. Amy, I've never tried using a chart. See, I don't know if I'm going to be able to teach using a chart, because unless I come up with my own chart or get permission from someone else's chart design, I
Even
can't
if it's
steal
free
other folks'
pattern, even
Yeah.
if it's free, it's still kind of
Yeah, so I'm either going to have to design my own, which I am not ready for, or I'm going to have to get express permission from somebody who has got a chart for me to teach. And that can be a little bit fraught, getting someone to agree.
The only one I would say is maybe try and get a hold of like Red Heart, because they have a lot of free patterns. I don't know if they have charts, but I know they have a lot of free patterns. And I know some people have done it for them.
Yeah.
And they usually say yes. So maybe like Red Heart.
It could be an option. Yeah. Knitting Purple, I love basket weave and C2C for baby blankets. Totally agree. Gives a nice texture, and it's pretty simple. It's just labor intensive, the basket weave. Susanna says Knitter Knotter has just come out with a beautiful hexagon blanket with Tunisian crochet in the round. I didn't know you could do it in the round. Awesome.
Yep.
Knitting Purple says that linen stitch is also called the moss stitch. Mountford struggles with the moss stitch, so we'll see. And I shouldn't struggle. I really shouldn't struggle, because it's singles and chains. But
seeing the chain, when it's singles, seeing the chain, trying to figure out
I think it's because I am sight challenged more than anything. It's not that I can't, it's not that I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing, just actually cannot see where I'm supposed to be putting my hook. So we'll see. Melissa, up until the beginning of last year, I didn't even know all the basic stitches. Well, look how far you've come, honey.
Exactly.
Knitting Purple says, I learned cables last year, but knitting cables is easier. Well, I wouldn't know about knit cables. I'll leave that to you, Knitting Purple. Oh my goodness. They are beautiful though. I do love a good cable, especially in a sweater or a blanket. And as you know, I did a big cable style blanket last year from Bonnie Bay Crochet. She does good tutorials for cables. Yeah.
I did the what is it called? Tree of Life blanket crocheted version, and she did the tutorial for it. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. Only thing I didn't like about that, the crab stitch.
Oh, that's one of my worst stitches. Do you know what? I can do it now because I use Bag O' Days hack where she does the twisted single. I just do the oh my goodness me, put your hook in, grab the yarn and twist my hook right way round and then finish the single. So much easier.
I've never done that.
Oh, so much easier. It makes the crab stitch, it's slow and it's labor intensive because you have to whip your hook literally 360 before you finish, but so much easier. Hey, Rebecca McCauley, lovely to see you. Welcome in. Amy, you love the crab stitch. Well, more power to you.
It does my head in, as you and Mike would say. My brain goes
but it gives such a lovely edge on things, especially blankets. So I will do it for like special pieces or something that I want a really nice, defined edging. But if I can get away with not doing it,
this was front loop crab stitch, and then you turned it around, and in the back loop that you skipped, you did single crochet, and then you turned it back around and then did crab stitch in the front row again and turned it so it was stacked 3 rows of crab stitch. It's pretty. It's really pretty how it turned out, but I'm like, oh, and I had to do that twice.
Yeah, no thanks. No, thank you.
No.
Melissa's wanting to learn more. Well, hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully, my stitch tutorials may help, but don't forget there are other loads of other lovely podcasters out there, content creators that have already got tutorials out. And also, just to clarify that, I know it's not a new idea. I know that there are already thousands of tutorials out there. But the way I justify doing it myself is there might be someone who is a complete newbie who just stumbles across mine in the list that comes up. And the way I explain things or show things may click with them more than somebody else's. Now, I don't normally say this publicly, and I hope Mike doesn't mind, but there are some really big, well-known crocheters in this yarn community that he has tried following their tutorials and it just does not click for him at all. He cannot understand what it is that they're trying to show him, whereas hundreds of thousands of others get it straight away. They are their go-to, etc. But for him, it doesn't work. For him, the way I show him, the way I teach him, it clicks. So I just hope that there are a few of you where it will click with you, where it hasn't with other tutorials. So
everybody teaches different, you know.
Definitely. And everyone learns differently. That's the thing as well. So hey, Scraptastic, welcome in. How are you?
Hi, Amanda.
Yeah, we have two Amandas in the house.
Yes. Usually when I'm in Ursula's live and she is too, I'm like, y'all can just call me Panda. It'll make it easier instead of, you know, US Amanda and Sweden Amanda.
Oh, you guys are going to have to let me know if someone else normally goes live at this time so I don't step on any toes. I don't want to do that.
No, not on a Tuesday. Not that I've seen.
Because it is just a random pop-up, but I'm not in the business of deliberately going live when others are. Exactly. I don't like doing that. Unless it's a special occasion. So like say if it was, I don't know, a big celebration, a birthday party, a podiversary, you can't help what day it falls on, then I will, but I'll still feel really guilty. But if it's someone's regular slot week after week after week, I don't want to be that person that goes, oh, well, I'm going anyway.
I'll just take over. Or I'll just take over their time slot, even though they've had it for over a year.
Right. So
do it.
I'm not in the business of doing that. Oh, nothing happens at this time most days. Awesome. Good to know.
It's usually quiet.
Yeah. We'll see. It's getting on for lunchtime for me, but it's extremely early for most of you guys over there. So it's one of those iffy times. But I know there's a few of you early birds.
Or people like me that are body wants to just take a nap. You know, you go to bed because you're exhausted, wake up in a couple hours. It was a nap. It's okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not crocheting right now because I have the Groot and then I have this other one, and they both, my attention gets pulled. So not.
Well, that's why I picked up this hug, because I don't actually have to count or concentrate too hard. If I was doing my Impkin, no. Oh, no. Mantha does not do amigurumi when she's live. It's a disaster.
Or even backstage.
I try backstage when we just have those casual chats, but I can't do it.
Mm-hmm. I can't.
I don't want to miss what people are saying, but I also don't want to mess up my stitch count. And my brain is like, do I count and get it correct, or do I listen to what Pan's telling me, or appear really rude and go, I didn't hear a word of that. What?
Or you can be like my brain and look at what somebody's saying, hear what they're saying, but is like not understanding the words.
Oh, I can do that too. I have those moments too. You're not alone.
So I'm like, huh, what did you just say? And you start saying it, and my brain clicks.
I look at Mike and I go, I'm looking right at you. I know you're saying specifically something to me. I didn't hear a word of it. Say it again. So you'll go, oh. So you'll go through the whole thing again. And I'm like, yeah, it happened again. I think I maybe need to just go over here for 5 minutes and then I'll come back and really try and focus for you to try and repeat it one last time. He gets so frustrated. He's like, just pay attention.
And the funny thing is, I hate repeating myself too.
Yeah, I know. I hate it. I hate having to repeat myself. So when I make someone else do it, I'm like, I'm so sorry. So sorry. But yeah, it happens a lot. But the thing is, Mike is just as bad because I can tell him something and he'll be like, yep, no problem. I'll remember, whatever. And within less than an hour, poof, gone, disappeared. And he will swear on anything that I never, ever told him. And I'm like, dude, we were in the dining room, sat at the tea table. We were eating, I don't know, pasta, for example. You were nearly finished. And I told you that on Saturday, this is going to happen. You looked at me and said, yep, no worries, not a problem. So I can tell you where you were, what you were wearing, what you were doing, what your response was. But yet I never told you. Really?
Like the time that we were just dating and he was on the phone with somebody, my husband, but we were just dating. He called me his wife. Like, okay, whatever. And I mentioned it to him. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
He got angry because he swears he did not say it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I would never say that.
Yeah.
Like, so he got angry that I was questioning him. I know what I said. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a liar, am I? Yeah. I get those instances at least 3 times a day, and I'm just half the time walking around like
I supposedly didn't tell him Emmy's exact wedding date.
Right.
You told me she was getting married, but you didn't tell me the date. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Amigurumi needs Susanna's full attention as well. Yeah, that's what Panda was saying before you popped up, that she was helping you with your Ami.
Yep, I did.
Denise agrees. Amigurumi needs my full focus and concentration. Yeah. And Susanna says, Manda Panda is such a fantastic teacher. Thank you for your help with my first gnome. Ah.
And it's a cute one too.
Is it? Did you see Nova's video yet?
No, I heard about it. I heard about it. That's what I was. Okay. I knew, thank you for reminding me. You probably need to remind me again, but I knew there was a video that I needed to watch. I think Rita mentioned it to me or something.
Yeah. Rita did, because she commented in the video. So yeah, it would have been Rita. I am so excited. Find it absolutely hilarious, but I'm still a little bit like, I can't believe she's actually doing it.
I love it. I mean, I know
what she's decided to call it is hilarious. I'm not going to ruin it for those that haven't watched the video, but okay, let me preface this with, if you were not at my live when Nova was double dog dared to do something regarding Gnome of the Month, you need to go back and watch that live. And then you also need to be forewarned that if you are of a delicate constitution, you are easily offended, you do not like adult content, then Gnome of the Month over at Nova's channel this month is not going to be to your taste. But let's not be nasty about it. Let's not be judgmental about it. Let's just let those that are cool and vibing with it have their moment. Let Nova complete her double dog dare, and then normal business will resume. You just don't go and watch those videos, is all I'm going to ask of you, because I personally find it hilarious. I personally am going to try and join in, and I just think it's incredible that she is actually going through with it. But if you are easily offended, avoid Gnome of the Month this month. And that's where I'm going to leave that. But yeah.
It's not letting me do it.
Knitting Purple says, I'm doing solid granny squares for a baby blanket, but I should be getting dressed and going to Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's can wait. Still going to be there in an hour or so. Rebecca says, hey, Amanda.
Hi.
Oh, are you on it for Susanna? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay,
There
cool.
you go.
Denise says Nova's video is great. It's funny. See, if you have that sense of humor, if you do not mind a little bit of tongue-in-cheek adult humor, adult theme without it being too crude, then it's right up your alley. If you do not like anything adult themed, it's not the crochet along for you this month. And don't give her a hard time about it. We're all grown-ups. We are all over the age of adult viewing. Just don't watch. Don't make a song and dance about it. Don't make it a problem for her. Just stay away till it's done and then go back when it's all PG clean and friendly.
I asked her if she was okay with it, but I call her my Novi gnome. Novi Nomi. She loves it. She absolutely loves it.
As my Max would say, she will go back to family friendly PG clean after January. Yeah, see, Susanna, Ravelry's even got some adult content type makes, and in the purposes of being honest, because Mantha always tries to be, I'm part of a Facebook group called Not Your Grandma's Crochet. And it's exactly what the name of that group is. It's not stuff your grandma would have crocheted back in the day. There is a lot of eye-opening stuff in that group. Lots of adult themes. But it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I go there for the poops and giggles. Sorry.
There's also one called Mildly Offensive Fiber Arts. That's what I'm a part of.
Amy, it's Nova Gnome Creations. Panda's dropped the link. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not going to spoil it, especially if Panda hasn't seen it yet either. I don't want to give away any details, but I watched it yesterday and I was just like, I cannot believe you are actually doing this. Because me and Panda and Lala and Lynette and another couple of people were actually mentioned. So we're actually getting the blame for this. But the biggest culprit that should get the blame is Lala. Mm-hmm. She was the one that Double Dog dared. It was just happened to be at my live when it all kind of transpired.
It was great. Good time. It was good times.
It was hilarious.
Absolutely
hilarious. And when Nova's talking in her video, she's like, the conversation got a little bit weird, like it always does at Mantha's, which I am here for. It's totally my jam. I don't really know what we were talking about before the Double Dog Dare came up, but before I knew it, I was howling watching her because she's like, I don't even know how this happened. I don't understand how this happened. And I'm like, because you came to my house on a Saturday. Sorry, not sorry. And Auntie Lala got involved. So
it's gonna be crazy.
Nobody can say no to Auntie Lala. Nobody can rein that woman in or keep her under control. She is a force of her own nature. So, and I love her for it. I really do.
Yep, it's awesome.
Oh, Mary says she stumbled across one called The Naughty Crocheter, also adult naughty content. Yeah, and do you know what? Even Angela, the crazy poppy lady that's here on the YouTube street, she's got a couple of adult themed naughty patterns on her Ravelry too. So there is a market out there. That's all I'm going to say. But for me, it's just the funny factor. I mean, and I'm not being funny. Who hasn't seen a crocheted pair of boobies or a crocheted willy before? I mean, come on. Come on. Yeah. We're all grown-ups.
Or the tea bag.
Right? See, even I'm guilty of Mine's more subtle though. You had to have been there to hear the
I was
conversation.
Yes.
But everyone else, I literally just made a tea bag pillow. A pillow that looked like a tea bag that you would make a fresh cup of tea with. Everyone else knows the conversation and the context behind it that was there on that live, but other people new to the channel had no idea. We were all howling.
And I wanted to make one, but you made it first.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But see, I want to make a tiny one so that it's a stitch marker.
There you go. Yeah. See, Amanda's crocheted a pair as well as a cactus hybrid. So we all know what she's meaning, and I think it's brilliant. And Melissa says, or Lala's colour lily. See? We are all adults. We are all adults. Hey, Wicked Granny. How are you, sweet pea? How are you feeling? I hope the start of 2024 is being kind to you. We are just talking about adult themed crochet, Wicked Granny. So if that's not your bag, I do apologise. But I've got a feeling, seeing as you've got Wicked in your name, you're not going to mind. So
you don't ask me how my January, how it's treated me so far. Everything's exploded.
Yeah, just don't ask Panda that question. But she's fine. She's fine. Everything's fine. Fine.
All I can do is laugh about it. Like literally, all I can do is laugh. Like I sent in.
You know what? I'm getting a kick in the butt with my bathroom again. So you know what? It's not all roses and unicorn farts over here either.
No.
Oh, there's a very common pattern for chapstick covers that seem popular in a lot of places. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Replace the S with a D. There you go.
There you go. And also, there is a lot of crochet surrounding the herb that some people choose to smoke. Mm-hmm. There is a lot of that kind of themed crochet out there. There's lots of different adult themes, and it's no judgment from me. You do you, and I'm an adult, and I can either choose to look at it or scroll on by. That's all I'm saying. You can either watch Nova's video or just miss that one. That's all I'm asking of you, because she should not be, oh, this is funny. She should not be penalized for someone else's double dog death. All right?
Or for somebody else's duck upness, if that makes any sense.
It's not for me either. My dog climbed the Rainbow Bridge yesterday. Melissa, big huggles, honey. So sad.
It's not nice.
Blessed. Yeah, that's really not a great start, is it?
Mm-mm.
Well, I was only planning on doing an hour, but seeing as you've all told me nobody else is doing anything, and I got a little bit longer, I might have a quick comfort break and make another brew, meaning another cup of tea, and we might just do one more hour. But then I really do need to go to the post office, otherwise Nancy won't get these blankets. So
you can do it tomorrow, though, right?
No, they've got to get all the way to Florida by the end of January.
I know, I'm messing with you. I had to mess with you about that one. Like the one day, can't you just stay on me while you cook? Or stay on with me while you cook. I need a friend.
Secrets. You're giving too much away. Oh,
look at my little tiny.
Thanks for giving Melissa some loving, guys. That is really, really sad. Amanda says, I made a beach cover up that doesn't cover much up. Could not wear it on YouTube. Oh, my. Well, if you've got a significant other, I bet they enjoyed it.
There you go.
And if you don't have a significant other, a future significant other might. Just saying.
Exactly. Look.
Bless.
She wanted the attention.
And Panda will tell you, I got gifted a planner a 2024 planner from my actual real life mum that lives 10 minutes away. And it is not YouTube appropriate material either, but everyone I've shown it to loves it.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Hey, Nana Michelle. Good morning. How are you, honey? We're just doing a spontaneous live because why not? I will wear it on the beach, no problem. If I had been in the US, I could wear it in Walmart, or so people say. You know, even though I'm in the UK, I see posts on Facebook about what people wear or what people really shouldn't wear to Walmart, and it can be quite hilarious.
But I mean, even when I went for my orientation at Lowe's, which if you don't know, it's a home improvement store. When I went for orientation, there was this man and female. You could tell they were bodybuilders, both of them, because they were like, but she was wearing a bra and like itty bitty tiny shorts. He didn't have a shirt on and was wearing short shorts.
There's a time and a place. I mean, I love the fact that people are confident enough to go out and not care and just be free to be them. Like, no judgment on that score whatsoever. I just feel like you should take just a minute before you leave and look in the mirror and go, if I am not going to scare small children or offend people, we're good to go. If I am going to do either of those two things, maybe I should change. Just saying. Might be an option. I saw some teaching video that was showing pregnant women what to expect when giving birth, and the lady was shoving the placenta, etc., back in. Thank goodness she's not an ob-gyno. The doll was crocheted. Oh my goodness. But I've seen that. I've seen crocheted uteruses. I've seen crocheted body parts, like teaching aids.
I know.
There's the knitted knockers for breast cancer awareness. Like, there's all sorts. Like, come on, it's just a body part. Stop being so offended.
One of the ones I would love to get is the Not Monsters, but like the body part one.
I've got it.
You've got it. And I would love to do that in tiny crochet. I know that's weird, but I mean, who wouldn't want a keychain of a heart? You know what I'm saying? Right. Like an actual heart or a spinal column or whatever. I think it would be so cool. Yeah, that's like my goal.
Pretty awesome book. But my gifter was a bit horrified. She said she couldn't really see what the titles of the books were when she was going down, because I've got all the Not Monsters on my wish list. This is not a begging, this is just an explanation. No. But I have got all the Not Monsters on my wish list because I like the Not Monster books. I've got plants and I've got body parts. And the happy mailer that gave me the body parts, when I showed it on my video, she emailed me and she was like, I did not know that is what I was buying. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, it's fine. I wouldn't have put it on my wish list if I didn't want it. Like, I have no issue with it whatsoever. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I know, but if I saw what I was picking, maybe I would pick one of the nicer options, like the balloon animals or the, farmer's market one, the fruits and the veggies. I'm like, it's fine. I love it. And when I did a book look, I think I did a book look, or at least showed it in Happy Mail, Auntie Lala wants a uterus, but with an angry face because her uterus doesn't work properly. So it's a future project for me to make for her. So it's all good. Okay. Are you there, Panda, or are you frozen? Are you on?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I was. Sorry.
Right, are you good to take over while I have a bathroom break and make a drink? Right, guys, I'll be back. Keep an eye on Panda. Don't let her get all crazy up in here, okay?
It's getting crazy up in here. Yes. So yeah. What's everybody up to? I found a new way. So like, if you guys don't know, I have 2 cats. Well, you've seen the one in my lap, Lily. She likes to, every time I have my fiberfill in a Walmart bag, I go to bed and it's on the floor, and I get up the next morning, fiberfill is all over my floor. So I found a new way of storing my fiberfill out here in the living room, because that's where I'm at. Ta-da! Big old jar of fiberfill. It's got a lid. It's got a little hole, but I don't need the lid. So yeah, I got fiberfill. And I don't have to worry about fiberfill everywhere when I wake up in the morning. So thankful for that one. But yeah, like I said earlier, I'm not crocheting right now because I have a couple things that I've been working on. But they need not full attention, but if I'm gonna be here, I need to kind of pay attention. You know. So yeah, it's a hot mess, but woohoo. Hey, that's a great idea. Thanks. Aw, find Wicked Granny finding you two on makes getting up so early worth it. I know, right? That's what I was explaining. Like, I was literally right before she popped on about to get comfortable in my chair and take a nap because I went to bed at a decent time, but my body woke me up and said, we're we're staying awake for now. Those 2 hours you slept was just a nap. So we need another nap. But then she popped up and I was like, ooh. So I clicked on and said, hey, I'm here. And she's like, hey, you wanna come up? And I was like, yeah, hello. So, but I'm glad we can be here. That's awesome. Good idea. I use Ziploc bags. Yeah, that works too. I was given this container a while back ago, and I had put it in the spare bedroom, which is my yarn room slash catch all room. Can't talk apparently. It was in there, and I forgot it was in there, and I found it, and I was like, yes, woohoo! I was excited. But for those of you that weren't here, I made an amigurumi head. It is a square head, but that's the pattern. So there you go. You can see it's kind of, my stitches are going this way. So I learned earlier today that that is because when you're working rows of stitches, they start to do this. And in the pattern, it did tell me that, but I kind of didn't pay attention because I didn't think it was going to happen. Amanda was wrong. So, but by the time I realized it, I was closing up the bottom. I wasn't going back. And the cool thing about this pattern, though, is you see there's a hole in the head in the bottom. So what you do when you're adding the body, so you work the legs and then you crochet them together and then work the body and decrease. So you leave a long string where you pull the neck through the head. And so it's like this. The body's like this. So that way you don't have to worry about a wobbly head, which I think is super uber awesome. So yeah, I think it's so cool. So that's what I was working on earlier. He's gonna be, I'm Groot. So that is a Groot. I got one foot done, and then I got his arms done. So still have a way to go, but hey. Susanna, I'm so glad I made a live with both of you. I know. Usually, like, the lives are butt crack early for you. For you. So you, like, hardly ever make them. So glad to see you're here. I've been trying to do, like, more stuff on my channel lately. So I haven't done any videos because this weekend was, like, insane. But I will be recording some videos soon, so you guys will have content. Woohoo! I have been doing my community tab, and I have been doing short videos, little shorts. So there's that stuff. So if you guys don't mind, it'd be kind of cool if you go watch my shorts. Maybe like my community post. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I don't care. But if you want to, that'd be awesome. So yeah. But yeah, that's what I was doing this morning when I couldn't sleep. I also have my Arcano weave. It's a doily pattern, but instead of using thread, because I don't have a use, you could say, I have a use for a doily, even though it's a big doily, it's like 40 inches around, made in thread, but I don't really have use for that. So I'm using a 3-weight yarn and making it out of 3-weight instead of. So yeah, it's going to be a blanket. I'm on row 82 of 117. Probably going to need more yarn, but that's going to be later because money is an issue right now. But, you know, hey. It's life, though, isn't it? I still owe Sam a package. But, you know, I was like, you're going to have to wait on that one. Last year, life exploded. So it seems like just life is exploding everywhere. But, you know, you just got to keep moving, right? Susanna, I love the dino corn. Amy, you made all. I know, isn't it cute? And the recipient absolutely loved it. So that made me happy. Let me see if I can find a picture of the dino corn so I can show it real quick. If you guys haven't watched Christina's video when she was opening the Happy Mail, you might want to go check that out. That's Christina at Bella Uncinetto.
Yep.
I want to go check it out because, yeah. Okay, I didn't send it in any of that. I did send it in a chat. Hold on. I'm trying to find the dino corn picture. Because Susanna had mentioned it, so.
I love the pig more.
Isn't she so cute?
Excuse me.
There it is.
I'm so cold. Oh, hang on, let me solo you.
Come on.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, let me turn down the. I was gonna say volume, but you know, brightness, Amanda, that word. There you go. That was the dino corn. There was a side view.
Gorgeous.
Isn't she so cute? Yeah.
It is, Melissa. Postage is just redonkulous. I'm kind of dreading how much these boggy blankets are going to cost. But it's for a very worthy cause, so, you know. It's all good. I feel like I've made a little bit of difference, so.
You do make a difference.
Well,
Susanna said your doilies that are made blanket size are gorgeous. Thank you.
Yeah, see, Panda is renowned for making big things tiny and tiny things huge. That's what she likes to do.
I do. I love it. It's so much fun.
She likes to bend the realms of reality.
And I'm actually going to make a video explaining not so much my goals for this year, but like what I'm planning on this year.
Yeah.
But pretty much I'm going to be almost any amigurumi besides the group because Drew wants a big group. But I'm going to be making tiny crochet as my thing for this year.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a lot more tiny crochet. But this is the blanket so far. Ta-da. This is like I said, the Arcano weave by Julie Hart. Oh, hi. Hi, me. Hi. It's kind of leaning down a little bit. There you go. Looks like a crown. Ta-da. See my little crown? Hee hee.
Gorgeous.
Isn't it pretty? And I'm using yarn that was given to me by Sam. That one. And Crafty Mook Sarah.
Yep.
This stuff here. Ta-da!
Beautiful stuff.
Aw. Wicked said, I watched Rita open her Happy Mail. Yeah. I'm glad I finally got that to her. It's been crazy.
I'm sorry, I keep yawning. When I'm cold, I get tired. I'm sorry.
You're good. Me too.
Sorry, it's infectious.
It is. It is.
On my mates list for 2024 is thread granny squares to make as earrings. Lush.
That'd be cute.
I do love it when people do things like that. That is gorgeous. And considering it's a pretty chill morning, is there anybody in chat that would like to come up and say hello? No pressure. No pressure. Only if you want to. But it's pretty chill. It's pretty calm. It's not like my Saturdays where there's a lot more in. So, but it's okay if you don't either. You just have to put up with just me and Panda. That's fine too. Did I make you all a cuppa? Well, I would, but they would all go incredibly cold very quickly. So
see, I drink my tea ice cold anyway. So there you go.
Not tea.
It's lovely. That's my dream. Like what, Melissa, the Arcano weave. It is a nice pattern. I do enjoy Julie Hart. I also did her Oculus of Stars doily pattern and made that into a blanket. Actually, I've made 2 of them. But I haven't shown the second one because it is for somebody else and I haven't sent it to them yet. So I could send it.
We never know who's lurking and not saying anything. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I could send it because it wouldn't cost that much just to send that, but I can't just send that.
No.
Because no.
Panda and I are both very guilty of sending more than what was agreed. So
yeah. Like I still have your big box of stuff.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, life exploded. But I might be doing DoorDash soon once Drew's boss is actually able to work again. Cool. So I might be DoorDashing, so make a little bit of moolah.
And also, guys, Panda didn't ask me to say this. I'm just saying it because it's the type of person I am. Panda does take commission for her tiny crochet. If you don't want to do the thread thing, but you want Panda to do the thread thing for you, just putting it out there. Just letting you know.
I like making tiny stitch markers out of crochet, like roses, and I did the yarn chicken. Because hey, when you're playing yarn chicken, why not have a chicken made out of yarn? I mean, hello. She's like this big. She said it would get moldy.
Yeah, because I put milk in mine, so yeah, it would, Melissa. It really would. Your grandson does DoorDash, Wicked?
Oh, awesome.
That's not a thing here, so
no. It would be good for you, though.
Yeah.
So I've been watching this morning. I was watching Great British Menu, and there was 2 people from Cornwall and 1 from Devon, and I was just like, I was laughing. So every time I watch it, and it mentions places, and I'm like,
but see, I wouldn't know who to root for in that situation because I currently live in Cornwall, but I am Devonian. I was born in Devon. I am actually from Devon. So, like, where is my loyalty in that situation? I don't know.
A little bit of both. Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. And there was 2 of them that had restaurants in Cornwall. And I was just imagining me coming to visit and then we go to the restaurant. Like, yeah, it'd be kind of bougie like that.
Yeah. Do you know me? We never go out to eat.
That's why you would be handcuffed and taken with me, because that's what I would do.
Okay.
Because that's me. I mean, of course, I would want to try your cooking and stuff, but hey, you ain't got to cook. But see, that would be me because, like, I like trying new places and different things. So, like, yeah, I'd be like, come on, Sam, let's go.
Yeah.
Everybody else can fend for themselves for once.
Too peoply out there.
I mean, yeah, but look, we'll look up when they are the slowest. That's when I like to go. When they're the slowest. When there's not a lot of people there. Give me a corner booth. We're good.
Well, the thing is, right, every time I go out once in a blue moon, I come home and then I get sick.
Yeah.
Like, it's just ridiculous. And I think it's because, obviously, with the whole lockdown thing a couple of years ago, I literally was imprisoned in my home for the best part of a year. Therefore, when I started venturing out again, my body was like, oh, lots of people germs and we can't cope. So you're going to get sick every time you try and be sociable. So we just won't do that anymore. I'm like, oh.
I wish I was locked up for a year. I'm sorry. I know it was horrible for a lot of people, but I worked through all of it. Like, it was horrible because I worked at Home Depot, which is what's the word I'm looking for?
Essential store.
It wasn't essential. No. We were a hardware store. Home Depot is
Yeah,
a hardware store.
That was under the category of essential stores over here because my mum and Mike had to work throughout the whole thing as well.
Which is stupid that it was essential. I mean, I understand for people that were working like contractors and stuff, but literally I worked in the tool rental department where we rented out tools and whatever. And we had what we call toilet augers. So they were, you plug them in and you take off the toilet and put it down there and it, goes through whatever. I had a family of 6.
Yeah.
2 parents and 4 kids.
It wasn't Mike and me. It wasn't Mike and me. We weren't there at the time. I promise.
I wish we were. I would have loved a hug. But but no. Yeah, it was insane.
Some people totally bent the rules when they shouldn't, like, because technically my mum and Mike worked throughout the whole thing and I should have as well because I was within the same company, therefore I was an essential worker as well. But then what do I do with the 4 kids? Like, exactly. Here's some food, here's some water, don't kill each other, I've got to go to work. No. So thankfully at the time my previous employer allowed me to stay home with the children so that I could homeschool them through lockdown, which I am never, ever in my life doing ever again. Those of you that do it as a lifestyle choice, I salute you. I am not that kind of person. My kids go to school for a reason. Just saying. And I was able to do that because my personal employer at the time offered to still pay me so that I could be at home with the children to enable Mike to go in, because at the time Mike's role was more important for that role to be filled on a daily basis rather than mine. And then as it went on, I was able to kind of be given work to do at home, like in between the schooling, so I didn't feel like I was getting a wage for literally doing no work because I felt guilty about that. But yeah, it was a whole thing, and technically I should have worked, but my kids needed me more, so sorry, I stayed home. So
yeah, I mean, it's understandable.
Yeah,
it's just it was horrible. We started closing at 6, and there was a few nights where the line I had was so long that when we closed, there was still people lined up. They were still in there. None of the management knew how to run tool rental. So it was literally just me.
Yeah.
And
it's a lot
because
of
the one guy kept calling out and 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 calling out. And then he would take he would have his vacation already set before, it hit. And he had a vacation set, came back for went on vacation, came back for a day, and then took another week off.
Yeah.
So it was one thing after another, but I was there until 9 p.m. that night. Mind you, like I said, we closed at 6, but I had so many tools to clean. I had customers. There's nothing I could do. We had big equipment that we had to lock up. Like, it was just, it was bad.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, heaven forbid it should ever happen again. None of us want that. Like, glad that that black period of our history is over and done with, as far as we know. But if I could do my time over again, because we were all classed as essential workers, I could have still allowed my children to go to school, because the schools in my area were still open for the children of essential workers. Now, I understand for doctors, nurses, that kind of thing. But I felt like they really didn't need my kids in the school, because essentially I was just invoicing for a company and paying a company's bills. I didn't think that my role within that company was along the same lines as doctors, nurses, grocery store workers, that kind of thing. Towards the end of that lockdown year, I did put my kids into school and I did go back to work, because, like I've just briefly touched on, I cannot ever homeschool again. It honestly, I know I'm being like funny about it, but it was some of my darkest days. I don't know how I did not have a mental breakdown. Like, it nearly destroyed me on a serious level. Like, I was done very quickly, because I had 4 kids, all of them needing different curriculums, different things. I would start at 9 a.m. in the morning and I would still be sat at this table here 5, 6 p.m. at night, when Mike was coming in from said essential job, still doing schoolwork. And it was just craziness, absolute craziness, to the point where I actually thought I was going insane. And I'm not making light heart of any mental illness. That is not my intention when I say that. But genuinely, I think if I hadn't towards the end gone, that's it, I'm done, they need to go back to school, I would have to have been sectioned, because I was in a real bad place. Like, some of my darkest days. It was horrific. Now, that is not downplaying those, that were actually in the hospitals dealing with people that were ill, going through all of that horrific torment. My situation was nothing on that scale, but personally, it nearly destroyed me as a mum, a human, on every level. And I can never do that again, ever. No, thank you.
I absolutely hated that time of that time. It was horrible, absolutely ridiculous, and people just treated you like trash.
Yeah,
they treated us horrible because we had to work. They treated us like people would come in and get the most randomest stuff, or just walk around because they were bored at home.
Yeah.
And nothing against anybody that did that, but it's like, for us that was in it, like,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's horrible. It was really bad.
It really tested my faith in humanity a lot as well. And as some of you know, I don't have religion or faith personally. Panda does. I don't. Each to our own. No judgment on any level about anyone's anything. You do and believe what you want. It's none of my business. But my faith in just general humanity was tested on a daily basis, and I wasn't even out in it working, so I cannot even imagine what you guys had to deal with. Like, Mike would come home and tell me the most awful stories of how he was being spoken to, what conditions were like. It was just, no, I didn't know whether I had it worse here with the 4 kids homeschooling, or he had it worse being out there in that. Like, it was, yeah,
it's horrible.
Not great. Susanna says, I still wear a mask out in public because I was deemed vulnerable due to my health issues, and the new variant is going around in my area. Yeah, a lot of people still wear masks. Denise worked through it too. She's glad that she could. Rebecca says, I don't think I would make it through another homeschooling again either. I'm so glad I'm not the only one that feels that way, because I literally felt like I was failing as a mum, as a person, that I should be stronger and just give my head a wobble and get over it. Like, Sam, it's no big deal. What is your problem? But honestly, guys,
it's too much on one person, and especially if you're not used to it. I understand for people that are used to it, homeschooling, they're used to it. They have a routine, but for you guys, you were totally thrust into it. Like, here you go.
And those that choose to do it, they set their own curriculum. Like, they have their own plan of what they're going to do. When you've got someone else's curriculum that you have no like information about, and you're just like, huh, there it is, do it. Like, I'm not a teacher. I don't know how to teach them this stuff. Like, what?
Crazy.
Anyway, hey Dawn P, welcome in. We're just having a little bit of a rant about the dark days, as I like to call them.
Literally.
She says, Mantha, that is what I believe as well. If I was meant to be a teacher, then I would have gone into teaching. Well, you see, when I left school, I did go to university to be a teacher. I only did 7 months of a 3-year course, because after 7 months, I just knew I did not have it in me. Not because at that time, it wasn't because of some of the reasons I've said now. It was because I had to do a 3-year course to learn and get the qualifications to be a teacher. I wasn't physically going to be in a classroom delivering a lesson to students until that 3rd year. The first 2 years was learning things like how to create a lesson plan, where lesson plans come from, where the curriculum originated, why the government want you to do certain aspects, which I know is important. I know getting all that background information will make you be the best teacher that you can be. But I just thought, why am I here for 3 years just to push bits of paper around and create lessons for other people to use?
Yeah.
They're my lesson. Let me teach the kids. That's the whole point, right? So after 7 months, I dropped out and I never went back to university, because my life took a whole other 360, and, you know, like life does. So I did dabble in it, but I soon learned very quickly that it wasn't what I imagined being a teacher would be, and that it was not the way for Mantha to go in the world. So, and then when I was thrust in it and made to do it, it even more cemented that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Just saying, because I've done, like, I worked in a preschool for a few years. I've done nursery nursing, as we call it. So like the littlies from like 6 months to before they start school, which here in the UK is 5. They start, you know, mainstream school at 5.
Yeah,
so I did from 6 months to 5 years, and that I coped with pretty well. But that also didn't work out for me, because at the time I had my own littlies. So to go from working with littlies all day and then coming home to littlies, like, I just didn't even know my own identity as a person. I rarely got to speak to an adult. I barely got to speak about anything that wasn't ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, colors, shapes. You know, that drove me insane. So it's not for Mantha. I tried it. It didn't work out, but huge respect to those that can and do. Like we were saying about Christina, she doesn't do littlies. She does older kids, but the fact that she's a teacher is amazing. I have full respect for her, because I know that I can't, and I never will. So, you know, I was lucky in lockdown. My daughter is autistic and was in a mainstream high school, and she did all her work by herself. That's awesome. Hey, Rachel, love, welcome in. How are you? Nana Michelle's off to work. She'll keep us running. Thanks, Nana Michelle. Have a great shift, honey.
Bye.
Yeah, no, this is no.
Thanks. I'm good.
Just no. I mean, even now, obviously, when the kids bring home homework, I do sit and I do help and I do try. But, you know, like a couple evenings a week compared to all day every day is vastly different. And even those couple of evenings, I'm at times pulling my hair out. And if it wasn't for Google telling me how to work this stuff out, I couldn't help them anyway. Like how they are taught now compared to how I was taught is so different. And I look at it and go, this is a foreign language, man. I don't know what it's asking me to do. So hard. So I even have a bigger respect for my own kids, because when I've had to do some of their schoolwork with them, I'm like, mind blown. How are you even doing this? Like, this makes no sense to me. And I've already gone to school.
And then they're teaching you to teach them in return.
Right? Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
I don't have any kids, but I've seen it because of, you know, my niece and nephews and whatever. So
it's like we had a TV show over here called Are You Smarter Than a 10-Year-Old? Very often, Mantha was not smarter than a 10-year-old, and it made me feel like absolute crap. I'm like, they're 10! I should know more than them! But it turns out most of the time, I did not. And it's because they've completely changed how they teach all the subjects from when I was there. Like, it's just so completely different. It makes no sense.
Our version was called Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Right. Yeah, no,
no, thank you.
I watched a few episodes and then I'm like, yeah, I'm going to stop watching this because it's making me feel like a complete dumbass. And I don't like that feeling.
Me neither. I don't like feeling stupid. Nothing.
Because I am not a dumbass. I do come across as ditzy and silly and, you know, with my waffle and my messing around and stuff. But I don't want to toot my own horn, but I do have quite a high level of education, you know, in my personal life. And I am way overqualified right now to be scrubbing toilets, is all I'm trying to say. Now, there's nothing wrong with scrubbing toilets. It is an admirable job. I love and respect everyone that does. Good for you for doing an unpleasant job to provide for your family, yourself, pay your bills, whatever. That is not in question. But for me, I can do a lot more than that, and I need to do a lot more than that. So it's hard when people go, oh, so what do you do for a living? Oh, you're a cleaner. Oh, don't give me that judgmental because if people like me didn't clean, people like you would not be able to go and stay at fancy hotels. People like you would not be able to go and eat in a clean restaurant. People like you wouldn't be able to go to a gas station or a service station when you're on your travels and you need to nip in for a pee and a bite to eat. Just don't do that. That's not cool. Not cool.
Exactly. Mm-mm.
I don't look down at anyone. I don't even look down at those that currently don't work, because unless you know someone's individual situation, just do not judge.
And even if you know their situation, but you've never been in that situation, don't judge either, because you don't know how it is. Everybody deals with things differently. Everybody has their own issues. Yes, say I have fibro and you have fibro. We have different issues.
Yeah.
It's all how your body reacts to things. I may have something you don't have. I may have a rare form that, you know, deals with this and you deal with this. But even if we have the same thing and deal with the same exact thing, I may take it easier than you take it, or you may take it easier than I take it. You know, I can break my arm and you can break your arm. Same place, same thing. We react differently. You know?
Our body heals at different rates.
Exactly.
We are all guilty of judgment. And if any of us say that we never judge, we're complete liars, because we do. It happens. Whether you intentionally mean to or not, it happens. All I suppose I'm saying is just take a minute to consider how you respond to that piece of information, how you speak to that person, how you portray your feelings on that conversation, because it speaks volumes how you react in that situation as to what kind of person you really are. And if you never mean to do anything like that, just take that minute to go, I need to be very considerate of how I go forward with this conversation. And even when, like, me and Panda are backstage, I'll say, right, so I really don't mean anything by this, but I'm not giving my brain a second to think this through properly, so if it comes out wrong, I'm really sorry, but blah 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 blah. And Panda will go, yeah, you could have worded that a little more gentle, but you said that you don't mean it in any kind of way, so it's cool. you know, if you know that you are that type of person, always preface it with, I don't mean this in any kind of way, but I am not putting my brain and mouth together right now, so please don't be offended.
Or the time you thought you offended me and tossed and turned all night. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't even know.
It didn't even register with Panda. Like, Panda didn't even know, and I couldn't sleep. I was feeling sick. I was racked with guilt. The first minute I woke up, I had to text and say, this has been bugging me. This is not what I meant at all. And she was like, dude, I didn't even know there was a problem. Like, shut up. It's all good. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
But I do the same thing. It's like if somebody doesn't message me, it's like, are you mad at me? Like, did I say something wrong? And like I didn't answer Chet the other day because it was just a crazy day. And I finally answered the phone when he called. He's like, are you okay? Because he knew like a lot of stuff was going on, but he didn't know exactly what. And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. He's like, okay, good. He's like, for a while there, I thought you were mad at me and you didn't want to talk to me no more. And I'm like,
yeah.
Am I rubbing off on you? Because like that is me hardcore. That is me hard. Like, I mean, and this is gonna sound wrong, and I don't judge them for this, but I even had a friend. She even was like, "You need to check yourself because it's not that." But then she ended up just like, I guess it was too much for her. But that's just me. Like, and like I said, I don't hold it against her. The way she did it was a little.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. So I don't know. I try not to hold things against people. Yeah. I can take a lot. I can handle a lot, but you make me angry.
I to be completely honest, I hold grudges really bad, and I need to learn to stop doing that. I need to learn to let go of a lot more than what I do. I think because I am so personable with people and I am trying to be thoughtful, I am trying to be considerate, I am always trying to put that other person first, I'm always going on a deeper level of sentiment and emotion. When people aren't the same back, I take it personal when I really shouldn't, and I should just actually just take a minute and go, you are taking this way too personal. That is not how they intended that interaction to go. You need to stop being paranoid, or just go to them and say, so what exactly did you mean by that? Like, let's discuss this. Let's get it clear and out in the open, rather than go, well, if that's how they feel, then I'm never speaking to them again. And I'm learning that the older I get, and I am trying to kind of take a breath, take a step back, leave it a day or two, chill, breathe, whatever. But I don't do it over like the smallest little thing. It has to take quite a lot, to be fair. It does take quite a lot before I go, right, I'm done. But when I am done,
you're done.
I'm done. Like, there is no going back. And there are actually new people on the YouTube streets that can testify to that. Like, we won't go there though. Denise says, exactly, don't look down or judge others. Yeah. Rachel says, like the Bible says, judge not lest you be judged. Dawn P says, my favorite movie quote is from Bridge of Spies. One of the characters says, would it help? I always take a minute to ask myself that before I react. See, I try to, Dawn, but when it comes to like angry exchanges, I do not give myself time to think. It is out before I even know, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to do damage limitation now. Like, yeah, I really shouldn't have gone there, really shouldn't have said that, but I can't scoop that back and put that back in. And no, it doesn't help. It really doesn't help. In fact, it makes the situation 10 times worse. But when I'm highly emotional, that doesn't even enter my head. Like, I'm an Aries, guys. I am fiery. Like, I can't help it. And it's not because I'm a bad person. I'm just passionate. All right. And we'll leave
Drew gets the same way. He's an Aries too. He gets the same way.
Hey, I'm a fire sign for a reason. Okay.
And I'm a water sign, so I cool you down.
But see, I'm right. I'm literally right on that Pisces Aries cusp. Like I am right there, but I am way more Aries than I
You are.
ever am
You are.
Pisces. So I own the Pisces out of the two, to be fair.
But I think that's cool that that's what I think that's one of the reasons we get along so much is because of that reason. And like that's why me and my husband get along, because like I say he's
like
he's
I can try and put that fire in your belly when you need a fire in your belly, and then when I need my fire to be put out, you can pour water on that. I mean, you know.
Anytime, baby girl, anytime.
Yeah.
Told you that a long time ago. You need me? I got you.
Oh, I know. And I am this, I am so fiercely protective, and I try and be my friend's voice when they need me to be. Like I am their advocate. Like I will stand right by their side, even if I know they are 100% wrong. In that moment, I will back them to the core, but then privately, I'll take them to one side and go, dude, that was not cool. You were totally in the wrong, but I did not want you to be put in any kind of situation, so I backed you. But for future reference, please don't do that to me again, because you were actually wrong. Like, so I will fight for my friends, my family, my kids, anyone I love and care about. I will fight to the death for them. But you get to a point with me where I'm done, there is no more Manfit in your life ever again. Like I remove myself wholly and solely.
Drew does the same thing. He is easy to do. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Aries here too. Good morning. Hey Sandra, how are you? Lovely to see you. Sorry everyone, but I need to go to bed. No worries, Melissa. Have a great
sleep. Melissa.
See you soon. Knitting Purple says, my dad would say when I got mad, stand well back, someone lit her fuse. Yeah, that's it takes a lot to get me to that stage, but when I'm at that stage, oh boy.
I say run.
You need to evacuate the building, go into hiding for at least 24 hours, and then very gingerly come back. And if you apologize, we can work on it. We can discuss it. We can move forward. You come back to me without apologizing for getting me in that much of a, then we're still not ready to discuss. Like you should never make someone be that angry. Like don't do that. Like if you did it accidentally, you didn't know, but if you did it deliberately, like that is not cool. Don't do that. Truly a firecracker, fuse will blow. Yeah.
When I worked at Steak and Shake, it's a restaurant, this guy, he really, really made me mad. It wasn't a customer, it was a coworker. He made me so mad. I don't even remember what it was about. It was years ago. And one of my coworkers were standing there laughing.
Oh, you don't laugh at me when I'm mad. Do not laugh at me.
I said, what? She goes, I've never seen you like that. She was laughing because she wasn't expecting it. Because most people see me as this sweet, kind, which I am. I'm more kind than not. You know, I'm sweet. I'll do anything for anybody. But you make me mad. Yeah. You really make me mad, which, like I said, it takes a lot.
Yeah.
You run because there ain't no, it just spews.
Mm-hmm.
Like the angry dude on Inside Out.
Yeah.
It spews everywhere.
Yeah.
I try not to get that way, but
the worst thing you can do when I'm angry, and this is probably aimed at Mike, and I'm glad he's at work so he can't hear this. He might be sneakily watching, and if you are, you know this already. But the worst thing, and the kids are guilty of this as well. Well, some of it, not all of it. 3 worst things you can do when I'm in real rage mode: laugh in my face, roll your eyes at me, or tell me I'm beautiful when I'm angry. Don't do that.
That is funny.
People see, it makes me get nearly there just thinking about it. But please do not laugh in my face and make
No.
me feel that I am being ridiculous for feeling the way I'm feeling.
Exactly.
Same with rolling your eyes. Even if you think that this is really not as much of a problem as what I see it, don't roll your eyes and make me feel invalid. And don't tell me I look beautiful when I'm angry, because you ain't getting none for the foreseeable just for saying that. Because it's probably you that made me angry. So,
Like,
just don't do it. Don't do it. I think Mike has learned his lesson. The kids, on the other hand, still have their moments, you know, but they're kids. So, you know.
That's funny.
Okay, all staying with the grandson and the baby is starting to wake. Have a day as beautiful as you all are. Remember, if you're feeling down, look up. Thanks, Dawn. Enjoy your grandbaby. Thanks for being here. OMG, I'm the same way, says Sandra. See, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Oh, and calling me silly. Stop being so silly. What are you getting so cross for? Why are you getting so mad? Are you being stupid right now? Do you want to leave the room and come back and try that again? Yeah. Mantha is not the best version of herself when she's angry. No. I mean, we're all not the best versions of ourselves, but honestly, guys, if you ever saw me what I call flip my lid, most of you wouldn't want to be my friend after, just saying. It's not pretty.
I would.
Or them being sarcastic. Yeah. Don't. Sarcasm is not needed in this situation. You're just going to make it worse. Just.
You are.
I mean, Amanda has seen me like get a little cross, but that is nothing like truly flip my lid. She's never seen me flip my lid. But
no, but I've seen, and I'm like,
even Panda's sat there and sat up straight and put her hands in her lap and been like, ooh.
Awkward turtle.
Right. She's heard me yell. I don't think it was the loudest I've ever yelled, but it was pretty loud. If she had had earbuds in, she would have been deafened. Put it that
way. You know, I like it. I'm a very easygoing person, so like things really don't bother me. I don't unfriend somebody or stop talking to somebody over something simple, over them just being who they are. Yeah. Now, I mean, unless you're a serial murderer, then I'm not going to love you for who you are. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. If Panda thought for any second that I was mistreating the children in any way, you know, that sort of thing, that level of huge, then, exactly. You know, that's different. But for me to just get a little irritated with my ankle biters when I'm trying to have a conversation, you know, that's not big enough reason to go, yeah, Sam, no thanks.
Oh, man. Speaking of ankle biters, my niece and nephew were under the table at Christmas. And my brother or his wife, one of them said something about being ankle biters, and my niece like literally was biting everybody's ankles. And I said, I'm sorry, but if she would have bit me, she would have been kicked. And they looked at me like, what did you just say? Like, what just came out of your mouth? And I said, sorry, but no.
Well, it's a knee-jerk reaction because A, you're not expecting it. B, you're like, get off. Like, you just automatically do something like that.
Yes, it is a reaction. They were like, what? Because that's not something I would normally say. I would think it, but I wouldn't say it, but I said it. Yeah. And I meant it.
But it also gives them under the table a little bit of a passive aggressive warning of try it and see what happens.
Exactly. And I'm very good
warned you. Hey, you can't come for me because I warned you. Like
I'm very good at being passive aggressive.
Oh, me too.
I actually kind of like it.
Yeah. And I especially like it when the person on the receiving end of it isn't actually twigging that that's what's happening. That just makes me laugh. I'm just like, yeah, you have no clue what I'm actually getting at right now.
But also when you're with somebody that actually gets where you're going with it, it's like,
Oh, goodness gracious. I haven't really painted myself in a very good light this morning, have I? You all think I'm this sweet, Mingo loving, rainbow sparkles kind of girl. I've got a side to me. Everyone's got a side to them, and it would be an outright lie if you tried to pretend otherwise. And I always pride myself on being honest. So I can recognize my own failings, guys, more than you know. So
same here. Sabrina Melodies.
Hey, Sabrina, how lovely to see you.
Also, Diane English. Hi.
Hey, Diane. Sorry, we were busy yapping. How are you both doing? I am just being real, Sandra. That's all I can be, right? I can only be me. And there are sides to me that aren't always that fluffy and mingo and rainbowy. I'm human.
Like I was talking to somebody else and they were telling me that they've had people unfriend them because people thought that they were mean to their child, and I'm like, no, you set healthy boundaries for your child. You set them at a higher standard than a lot of parents do. That doesn't make you a bad parent.
No. In fact, that makes you a better parent, in my opinion.
Exactly. So I was like, wow.
It's wonderful to see you too, Sabrina. Yeah. How's Tuesday treating you? What are you up to? Are you knitting? Are you crocheting? What are you doing? Right? What you see is what you get. You either like me or you don't. I'm very much getting that attitude the older I'm getting, Sandra, to be fair.
Yep. And the hard way.
It's a case of having to now, because I am so over being crapped on from a great height that I don't want that to happen anymore. Like, no, thank you. I deserve a little bit more. So I am me. You either love me or you hate me. And if you hate me, that's cool too. Just let's run in different circles. Let's just stay out of each other's way. It's totally fine. Exactly. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea.
Nope. Hey, Sabrina, you want to hear something funny? I pulled a Sam.
She did.
I bought a French pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a French pattern. But like I said, in my defense, it wasn't.
She can't translate it, Sabrina. She can't translate it, so she had to buy another one.
I had to buy another pattern.
Haha, I'm knitting. I was supposed to record a tutorial, but I left it too late for today, so I'm knitting and now watching you. Awesome. Which tutorial is it? Is it for that heart blanket? I hope it is for that heart blanket. I'm waiting for that one.
Yes, that's awesome. I know she commented on my video, and I was like, I get excited like a little kid.
What you knitting? I bet it's something amazing, like it always is.
Yes.
Sabrina's work is outstanding, guys, in chat. If you're not familiar with my beautiful friend Sabrina that's just popped in, go and check out her channel. You will not be disappointed.
She's amazing.
She is amazing. She is French. She is beautiful. She is just, as Juan would say, all the things.
There you go.
A French pattern. Well, I'm French, so if you need me to translate, give me a shout. See, I told you should hook up with Sabrina.
But I didn't want to bug. Okay, you can ask Sam. You can, ask anybody that's around me.
Just go and watch the first half an hour of this live, because that's what we were discussing. And she was like, I don't want to bother her. And I'm like, but she's French. She'll see it as doing you a service, helping you out. It's all good.
I don't like bugging people. Like, I really don't. Like, that's just not my jam. I don't.
She is fabulous. She is fabulous, Sandra. Yes, it will be the heart pattern. Oh, Sam, thank you, my beautiful friend. Thank me for what? It's all true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't speak no lies.
Oh, and a quick thing, if you guys don't know Christina at Bella Uncinetto, please go check her out. We're trying to get her still. She needs some watch hours, and we're trying to get her still up to 100K. Yeah, 1K. I seem to say 100K. 1K. I'm trying to get her up there.
I mean, 100K would just like be totally phenomenal, but 1K
That
is
would be
what we're
amazing.
aiming for right now. Yeah,
Exactly. So if you guys don't know her,
indeed. And also our YouTube mama, Jan, an Alaskan crafter Jan, she needs watch hours. She doesn't know if she wants to be monetized, but she's got her 1K. She just needs about 100 hours of watch time, which is easily doable. So if you've got a spare device that you can leave running,
yes,
just, would be helpful. You won't bug me at all. It's a pleasure. See, just pop her an email. She'll get to it. You sub to her, awesome. Knit in Purple, everything Sabrina makes is amazing, indeed. And I own some original Sabrina pieces that I feel extremely lucky.
You are very, very lucky. I mean, anybody
I
that
am.
has something from Sabrina is like up there special because.
Bye, Denise. Awesome. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. Oh, I need to watch your live for the Impkins. Yes, we had so much fun. We did. It was a hoot. I came running in late, but Yeah. I'm in awe of those who design. Me too, Sandra. Me too. That is out of my wheelhouse at the moment. No, I just don't have the time or the patience.
I got 2 patterns, but they ain't nothing fancy.
Hey, don't downspeak your patterns.
Unless it's the Feeling Fancy shawl.
You got 2 more than me.
I know. Sabrina has my Feeling Fancy shawl pattern.
She does.
So
do I. I tested it. And I tested the spin me around the granny.
You did, and didn't listen to me when I told you to go up a hook size or 2.
No, I didn't. But it's fine because it's made and going to be on its way to Boggy Creek when I get off this live. Oh dear.
It is fun designing, but like the spin me around the granny, I had to have Christina's help with writing the pattern because I didn't know how to word it for everybody.
Yeah, see, I am just not in the right headspace for that right now. I've got so much that I want to make that's already been designed for me that I kind of need to get rid of some of that buzz in my brain because I have very limited crochet time as it is. And if I'm using all that time to design something that may be a huge flop, yeah, I'm not down for that right now. Like, not yet.
Oh, you've made one, Sabrina? Maybe I've missed that video. I try and watch videos, but I might have missed it.
I think she's getting confused. The shawl I made for you, Sabrina, is the red velvet rose.
Oh, okay.
Amanda's Feeling Fancy is Amanda's pattern, and you have a copy of it, as in a copy of the pattern. But the shawl I gave you was a different one. Yeah.
Maybe that's good. Yeah, that is confusing.
Yeah.
I forgot you sent her that.
Mm.
I loved that pattern.
You've got a hug of mine, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the cocoa wrap thing. Might have to replace that with something better. Just saying. I forgot I was on camera again. I'm sorry. See, I just speak the truth. I need to stop. Oh my goodness. See, if there was a button to delete, I would go back and
It was just a hiccup, you guys. It was just a hiccup.
Actually, it's a hiccup, but it's a sorry, not sorry as well.
Exactly.
Whatever. Oh yeah, so sorry, I got all confused, but I need to make Amanda shawl. Still need to choose the yarn. Yeah, it's pretty full. It is.
It is a beautiful shawl.
Yeah, please ignore what I just said. This is really embarrassing. I'm just like, I don't know what to do with I can't hide because there's a camera right now. And if anyone is lurking and not speaking and that relates to them, then if I hurt your feelings, my bad.
It'll be all right.
You're an Aries girl too, Rebecca. Thanks for changing the conversation. Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, that feeling
gracious.
fancy shawl pattern just kind of came about. I showed my shawl one time and somebody's like, ooh, do you got a pattern for that? And I was like, no. And I had to streamline the ruffle. Definitely had to streamline the ruffle because it was, you know, as you do as well, I don't know if anybody does it, but when you're just freestyling as a crocheter and you just make something, you just go with the flow. So
see, I've never done that.
No,
I've never just grabbed yarn and a hook and just gone
No?
for it. I'm like, I need someone to tell me what to do with this yarn, please.
Shoot, I've had so many blankets that I've made that had so many crazy stitches that I just put together. Yeah.
I think it's because when I've got a pattern, either a book, a magazine, something I've printed off on my phone, whatever, I have an end goal. I know what it will be when I'm done. If I just grab a random skein of yarn and a hook and I'm just playing, I could have wasted 4 hours and have a nothing at the end of it. And then I would be like, well, that was a waste of time. And I know that's part of the process. I know a lot of people get a lot of joy and satisfaction from that. But for me, I'd be like, so that 4 hours, I could have half a shawl already. But no, I have a nothing.
See, that's the funny thing about that shawl and my other pattern is I didn't have a lot of do frog. It was just it's done.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't be that lucky, and I could see myself getting really frustrated, and then I'd feel guilty that I had wasted 4 precious hours because I don't get a lot of time to crochet, and I would just be like, nah.
Yeah.
So I'm just not in the right head frame right now. But if ever I do get a period of time where I do have time to play, as people say, and I don't have anything pressing on my hooks that I need to get done, or I don't have like a video to make content for or whatever, then I might give it a go. But for right now, I need to make all the things. Like all the pretty things need to be done right now, and it's frustrating that they're not done already.
I need to make content.
Well,
videos, because like I said, I've been doing shorts.
You've been doing your shorts, which is a nice way to kind of dip your toe back in, and you've done a couple recently, more than you were before. So,
and I've been doing community posts too.
Well, there you go.
Trying to
need to go get dressed and go get some shopping. Making stew in Yorkshire pudding for dinner tonight. Yum. See you later, Knit in Purple. Thanks for being here, honey. Appreciate it. When I first tried making hats, they would turn out too big, so I turned them into a bag with handles or drawstring. Nice.
Good idea.
Yeah, creativity to the max there.
Sabrina says she's an Aries too.
She is.
When's the birthday?
Yeah. April. I'm not gonna give the date because she never gives the date on her.
That's fine.
But April. She has divulged April on her channel recently, so I know that that's safe to do. But I have put my knitting down as I'm enjoying your conversation so much that I have now frogged a couple of rows twice as I forgot what I was doing. Sorry, Mary. We get that a lot in our chats. I'm so sorry.
A lot of it.
If you have a deadline or you are on a crunch, don't come to one of our lives because it just doesn't work out for you. And we get it. Like, we get it. You need to go do something else.
Even something mindless can get all kerfuffled.
Yep. I've had to check the ends of this like 3 times before I continue, because on one end you finish one way, on the other end you finish another way. And if you get that confused, it all goes Wonksville. So I'm right there with you. You're Aries too, but March. I'm a March Aries, but literally just like the day after Pisces finishes.
She says, "Wicked, I'm so outnumbered."
I'm a Gemini. My real life mum's a Gemini, Wicked Granny.
What month is that? I don't know all the things.
My mum is May.
There you go.
Sam, what are you working on? I am working on the Cinnamon Stitches Mulberry Street shawl as a hug for a friend, And I'm speaking like this because I don't want to say who it's for and ruin it. Because when you're making secret projects, it's very easy to forget what you're saying and it just blurts out if you're Mantha. And then it's like, oh man, ruined my own surprise. You know me too well, Sam. I don't say the exact date as I don't want people thinking I'm fishing for gifts, but it's not a secret. It's the 19th. Well, there you go. That's come out of Sabrina's own mouth through me. Okay. So that wasn't me. Sabrina made me say that. All right.
I know how you feel though, Sabrina. I know, because won't go into details, but I had an issue with people thinking that. So
I'm going to now do some crocheting. Busy with granny squares for a temperature blanket. Awesome. Granny's is in mid-June.
There you go.
Yeah, my mum's not like right at the end of May, but towards the later end. So obviously it starts with my mum and then goes into June. So yeah.
Mine's right in the middle of March.
Well, you guys can only imagine what it's like for me and Mike, with me being a fiery Aries and him being a fiery Leo.
Yeah.
If you don't know a lot about star signs, just know that two fires together ain't always a good thing. Just saying. Yeah.
See, me and Drew are. I'm a Pisces. He's an Aries, so
water and fire. Yeah. I don't really go into a lot with the star signs, just to clarify. I know we've talked about it a bit today, but I'm not one of those that like checks my horoscope every day. I'm not the one that believes the predictions or anything like that. But I do believe there is something in what type of sign you are, because for me it has become apparent very early on that I am definitely a fire sign. That's as far as I go with taking it seriously. I don't check my horoscope. In fact, when I read my horoscope, I pee my pants laughing because I'm like, you couldn't be so far from the truth. Do you know what I mean? But
exactly,
there is something in the elements.
There is. Like I said, like you said, I don't really believe in it. I don't go by it, but it's just,
Yeah. I'll hold it up and show you guys in just a second. I'm just trying to get to the end of a row because, that's what we do. Got to get to the end of the row. I am that crocheter. Just one more row and it ends up being just another 20 rows. And I am that crocheter that is, I need to be at the end of a row before I put it down and do something else or have to get up and go somewhere. I can't leave mid-row. It was the same when I read a lot. I couldn't leave finishing a book like mid-chapter. I had to get to the end of a chapter. So when I picked it up next, I was the start of another one. Like, I'm a bit weird like that.
If I read, I'm doing this.
I've fallen asleep.
Or I skip around. Like, I don't fully actually read. I know that's horrible, but hey, I know how to read, obviously, but I don't actually read.
I haven't for a long time. I just don't have the time.
I never really have.
See, you know what I was saying about having to check my ends? I'm going to have to frog 2 rows. Bear with.
Oh, geez. Well, I can read you
what it happens. Who was the one that went wrong? Mary? Mary, I'm right in your club now, darling.
Frog it.
I love the shawl you're making, Sam. I've added it to my makes list for 2024. Next shawl is Manda's Feeling Fancy shawl, as I didn't get around to it last year. Awesome. Sam, I'm double fire. Aries, Ascendant, Leo. Imagine the fire I have been known to become. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I just know that there is a severely passionate side to Sabrina, in every sense of the word passionate, because she comes across as, gentle and, but I reckon Sabrina's got a bit of a side to her for sure. Like we were discussing, we all do. We all do.
Mm-hmm. May not come out very often, but
no. Oh, a frogging we will go, a frogging we will go.
maybe that's your next thumbnail.
Right. I just looked at it and I'm like, that end is not looking right. And there's a reason, because you did it wrong, Mountfort.
Oopsie.
Yeah. It's okay.
It happens.
It does. It's all part of the process, right, guys? And it shows you that I mess up too.
I was literally tempted to take apart that head because it was twisted, but I was like, no, I'm just gonna leave it. Just gonna leave it.
Yeah. Well, I don't mean this in a mean way, but Drew's not gonna know. Only you know.
I already showed him. He don't care.
Yeah. Hey, Kim. It's so early. Why are you crazy girls on? Because I was here crocheting, thinking a bit of company would be nice. So I just did a random pop-up live, and then Panda's like, I'm here too. And I'm like, do you want to come up? And she's like, yeah. And now it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes later. Because why not? I frogged 53 rows of my mosaic blanket, caught up now and on the homeward straight. Oh, Susanna.
It is gorgeous.
That must have been like cripplingly painful. Oh,
but it's gorgeous. That thing is gorgeous.
Right. So you guys were all asking. Here we go. I don't know if I'm showing you the front or the back. It doesn't really matter. It's granny. So
yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, this is the back, but it doesn't matter. It's only because what I've just frogged is here to my left, and if I flip, it's going to pull it everywhere, and I'm going to have yarn. Let's know. Okay, so I will solo myself for just a second. There we go. It's getting big now. So there is the middle triangle with the sparklies.
Sparkle.
And then I have completely done this wing because I ran out of yarn. I am toying with buying more. And I am currently on this wing.
Awesome.
So it's a weird shape. It's not completely rectangle. It does have like a obtuse end. But the person that it's intended for is quite a tiny person, and I think this will be plenty big enough without having to buy more yarn. Let's see what it looks like on me. Hang on, let's try this, because it's going to be a hug. Hang on, wearing a hoodie really doesn't help.
No.
So it does cover arms if you just want to drape it on the arms, so you can just kind of like, oh my goodness, just doing that I'm like, oh, warmth, because it is very chilly here today. But you know, I think it's not the longest of rectangles, but it covers a nice bit of your back, and it can scooch round. I mean, in an ideal world, I would pick up another couple of balls, but it's Carnival from Hobie. And for me, I have to spend a certain amount to get free shipping. And I really don't need any extra yarn right now. And I would be tempted to put it all in my cart and spend money that I don't have. So I think we're just going to go with the yarn that we've got and leave it there.
There you go. There you go.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm being good. Normally any excuse to shop from Hobie, but this time I'm like, I'm not. You wait, I'll come on Saturday and be like, yeah, I bought from Hobie. But it is super sparkly in the middle. Can you see that?
It is pretty.
So it's sparkly in that middle triangle, and then just shades of grey and blue on the wings. And that is the Mulberry Street shawl from Cinnamon Stitches, a tutorial on her channel. There you go. That's pretty. Thanks. Gorgeous. Thanks. We've gotten so much rain in the last 12 hours. Kim, it's been constantly raining for about a month now here. So it's 8:30 a.m. here in Indiana. Curious what time for others. So for me, Rachel Love, it is 25 to 2 in the afternoon, and I really do need to go soon because I've got to go post office and do the school run. So beautiful, Sabrina.
It's 8:34 here for me in Florida.
Cool.
AM.
You're in the same time zone then. 7:32 in Texas for Diane, so an hour behind Panda and Rachel. Gorgeous, says Wicked. Thank you. It's beautiful, Manford. Thank you, Rachel. Some of my favourite shawls are smaller ones, says Kim. Hobie dropped their shipping to $4.99. Don't know for how long. Don't tell me things like that.
I was going to say, don't tell her that.
Don't tell me things like that. Because now I'm like, my phone is right there. I need to go on the app and check for me. And I'm trying to be good. I'm reaching for the phone.
Yeah, see, I don't even have any. Yeah, I don't even have any funds to be able to do that.
Oh my goodness
So,
gracious. I don't know. Yeah, see, the app's not going to tell me, so I'm going to go off my screen a minute. Bear with. What did you do, Wicked?
Wicked said, she goes, oops, ...
Oh, shipping from £6.50, free shipping still from £69. But it means I can get shipping for just £6. Wicked, right. What do you do? Yeah, I'm leaving the Hobie tab open on the laptop. Yeah, I'm so gonna make a purchase. You know I am. Oh no. Rachel Love, it's 3:35 in East London, South Africa. So you are 2 hours ahead of me. 9:35 p.m. for Susanna. You're way ahead of me, darling.
Way ahead of me. Yeah, she's 13 hours ahead of me.
Wow.
I know.
So
I know.
She's 8 hours for me. That's loads. Do it, Sam. Resistance is futile. Stop it, Susanna. Stop it. Kim, I spent over $30 just to send out the small prizes I gave out during Vlogmas. Shipping is crazy. Yeah. They dropped shipping in the USA was just around Christmas, unless they brought it back. They must have brought it back, Kim. Oh, Wicked. I love you, but oh no. I don't know. I still might be good. I'll ask Mike's opinion when he gets home. As in, is the wrap big enough for the intended person? Because he obviously knows who the intended person is. So, you know, and I can't divulge that. I hate keeping secrets from you all, but that's kind of how hugs work. So, right, I am going to have to dive for a quick comfort break again, though. I have had 2 cups of tea in this live. So, you know.
And I haven't even for a comfort break. That's kind of funny.
I know. Oh my, I haven't stirred up any trouble all day. Wait, it's early. Yes, see, start as soon as you got up, Wicked. That's why we love you. That's why we love you. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, there are worse things to happen in the world than Mount for buy more yarn. I mean, come on. Apart from I don't really have the money to do so. So I really should be good. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. I love doing giveaways, but shipping is putting me off. Yeah, Sabrina, I hear you. I hear you. That's why I'm going to do a monthly pattern giveaway, because it just is the cost of the pattern and an email. So, yeah. I've got to send 5 boggy blankets in a minute. That's going to cost a pretty penny. So, yeah. And also it has delayed me getting a package out for Bridget's birthday, because it's Bridget's birthday on Thursday, and I'm going to segue Panda into telling folks about that for Thursday while I have a comfort break, because if I don't go now, there's going to be a puddle and that's not going to be pleasant. But we need as many people to go to Sissy Bridget's birthday as possible. So I will be right back.
Thursday at Bridget's, which is Queen's Crafts by Bridget. She is doing a live for her birthday, which is Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys can make it, we would really, really appreciate it. Like she said, it's for her birthday. We're excited. We want as many people as possible, you know, so that it's a good live for her. You know, it's a good birthday for her. You know, we can't be there for her in person, but we sure as heck can be there for her live. So if you guys don't know her, like I said, it's Queen's Crafts by Bridget. And it's 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm so excited. So excited. They brought it back. $10 shipping was crazy. Crazy. Very crazy. It will cost a fortune. Wow. I'd suggest you keep packages under 2 kilo each, just 1 gram over, and the price is more. Yep. Same here, Sabrina. Same here. I sent Moo a package right before her birthday, and hubby wanted to put one extra thing in there, and it made it more. And he's like, I don't care. It was like $30 more to add one thing. He's like, I don't care. Do it. And I was like, okay. But that's when we had a little bit of extra cash. Right now, not so much. But yes, Kim, it's 4 p.m. Eastern. So that means it would be 3 p.m. your time because you're an hour behind me. So thank you, Kim. You're awesome. For some reason, I wasn't signed into StreamYard, so it's been telling me to join the chat. But I would have to go out and come back in, and so thank you. You're awesome. Appreciate it. Yeah, Happy Mail is great. It's great. It's so great to get. I don't really get it. That's not me begging. That's not me asking. Please don't take it that way. But when I do get it, it is hard to see what somebody spent on shipping, you know. But I got to think about it this way. Do I do the same thing? I do the same thing. I love to send out packages. And will I spend a lot of money to send out a package? If I have it, yes, the heck I will, because I like to make people smile. And yeah, that's just me. That's why I tell you guys at the end of my video, one small act of kindness. You know, you never know what somebody's going through. You know, even if it's a simple smile, that may be just what somebody needs, you know? I do. I enjoy making people smile. Even when I'm having a bad day, I like to try and make people smile, you know. It's just a part of who I am. I mean, Sam, you can ask her if whenever she's back, but there's been days when she's really a down and out, and I don't know, but I'll message her saying, "Hey, hope you're having a good day. If not, yada yada yada." Or I like to text my friends, just to let you know in case you haven't heard it lately. You're beautiful. I love you. You're unique. You know, just to make somebody smile. And 9 times out of 10, I get the message back. How did you know I needed that? It's just who I am. Amanda, it is wonderful to get to know you better. Oh, Sabina. And no, it's been so good getting to know you too. I did add you on Facebook too, so if you ever want to, I'm available. I like Messenger. Messenger is cool. It's better for me. Messenger is better than email. So I like Messenger. But if you email me, I will respond to that too. Kim, I just hate going to the post office. Mine is over 20 minutes away from my house one way, and they are open at very odd times and close for over an hour for lunch. Wow. Some days the workers don't even show up and you can't get inside, and there's a handwritten note on the door. Wow. Wicked. It makes you feel better too. Yes, it does. Kim, I'm more of a messenger person too. Yep. It's so much easier. So much easier. So, or no, you did that for me recently. Your timing was perfect and gave me the lift I needed. Aw. Mwah. Love you, Susanna. That makes me happy. That makes me so happy to hear. Because it brightens my day too, you know? I've always, for the longest time, because I went through, you know, a battle of depression. We won't go there. But to get myself out, I mean, it truly is you fake it till you make it. So me making somebody else, even though I was going through that, making somebody else smile made me smile. And after a while, it makes it easier. You know, it just makes it easier. Ooh, Bello Uncinetto has just posted a new vlog on Australian wool. Definitely going to watch it after this live. Yeah, I know. Isn't that awesome? She went to what's the word I'm looking for? Vienna. So she got some yarns. Okay, I have to go edit this video. I have not uploaded in 6 days and really want to meet my 1.6 by the end of the month. I love setting goals. That's awesome, Kim. That is really awesome. Well, I hope you all the best. I wish you all the best. I said I hope you all. Brain words don't work. Bella is in my playlist for later. She had tagged me. That's awesome. That's awesome. And if you guys want to see some cool Happy Mail, I did send to Christina some Happy Mail. So, and there is some amigurumi in it.
Sorry, guys. I needed another cup of tea and I needed to feed the cat as well, you know.
Nelmo.
Yeah, always in the kitchen. I can't hear you.
Love you too, Kim. Have a good day.
Oh, bye, Kim. Didn't really get to speak, but bye.
And she has to go
edit a video.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, help Yarning for a Smile, Kim, if you can. Shout her out, folks. Get her name out there. Let's get her to a 1.6.
Yes.
Oh.
100%.
I'd suggest you keep packages under 2 kilos each, just 1 gram over, and the price is more than double. I know, Sabrina, and I'm in that exact situation for the boggy blankets because I can't make the blankets any less heavy. So
I know sometimes Rita sends me 2 packages because it's just cheaper that way.
Well, they're already in 2 boxes, but both the boxes are over 2 kilos. So yeah. But I am sending 5, so you know.
That's a lot.
And I understand about post offices being awkward. That's why I've literally got about half an hour and I will have to run because I need to get there. I need to do the school run. And tomorrow they're not open. So I just twigged that when Panda said earlier, go tomorrow. I'm like, no, they're not open on a Wednesday.
That's
so
crazy.
just so you know, Panda, when the live ends, it'll be a quick love you, bye, gotta go sitch because I can't be on the phone in there. No.
Well, you know I'm available if you want to talk.
Well, then it's homework and dinner and that routine. So
what you making for dinner?
I have, Mike made it yesterday. It's in the slow cooker. He's got a chili in there. So
nice.
It's been smelling so good all day and I haven't had lunch.
I bet it's torture. Yeah. I'm thinking about making a breakfast hash. Red potatoes, onion, sausage, and then like a runny yolk egg on top. You know?
Oh, that sounds good. Stop, I'm hungry.
Me too.
It's a bit late for lunch now. It's 10 to 2, so
yeah.
Hey, Claire, how are you? Welcome in. Great to see you.
Yeah, Drew ate all my ham. But so now I don't got none. I don't have a way to go get none.
And I think I'm also, after I've been post office and done the school run, I think I'm going to have a really super hot shower to get myself warm because I am frozen to the core.
Yes.
And then get in my big fluffy gym jams because I ain't going nowhere else today.
No.
Could you send each blanket in a satchel or tough bag so it weighs less than a cardboard box? I could, Susanna, but then that's 5 individual packages. And because they're coming from the UK to the US, they're going to be expensive either way I do it. So I just thought in for a penny, in for a pound, literally. Just send it in the 2 boxes. Plus, when I split packages, I'm always scared one of them's going to get lost or So I'd rather just have 2 to keep track of and hope that they both get there and it's all together and, you know. So yeah, I did think about it, but I think I would spend the same amount for the 2 boxes anyway with the 5 individuals. So I don't think it really would make much difference in this situation. Hey, Molly, lovely to see you.
Hey.
We are doing fine, except I'm really cold.
You can tell she's a
Yeah.
popsicle.
I am. Amanda's there in a blimmin' tank top, and I'm like, ooh.
Just got a little blanket on, but
Yeah,
that's because my fan's right there.
We're 33 something Fahrenheit, I discovered earlier. So yeah, it's a bit chilly.
We're 73 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
So we've gone up like 4 degrees.
Yeah, that's still way nicer than it is here.
Right.
Like more than double what I am here. So.
And
I have my heating on, but it's not doing anything, which is why I'm saying I'm going to have a hot shower and warm myself from the inside out and then put big, thick jammies on to keep that heat. So, because my heating system is a bag of poop, to be honest with you. I'm in a tank top too. It's still 29 Celsius at nearly 10 p.m. Oh, Susanna, I'm so jealous. Have to go. It was so nice chatting. You're in your chat today. Really enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of your day. You too, Mary. Thanks for being here. Have a good rest of your day. It's absolutely freezing, and wait till the sun goes down. Dreading tonight. Yeah, Sabrina, it's not nice. And where Sabrina is, she's even more like exposed to the temperatures. Like she even gets snow. So I don't know what I'm moaning about.
I want snow.
It's been cold here too. 39F at the moment in Northern Carolina. Yeah, so you're not that far above me. We're pretty similar. So I hear you, Bear. I hear you. Are you still low in iron, Sam? That will make you feel the cold more. Yes, I still have my pernicious anemia. I am on iron, I am on folic acid, and I have my B12 injections, which thank you for saying, because my goodness, I have got to go back out tonight. Maybe I won't be having a shower and getting in my jammies. I've got to go for my B12 at 20 to 5. Oh, you saved me. Thank you. So yeah, I have 3 types of anemia right now. So yeah, that's not helping either.
Crazy. But just insane.
Yeah. It's been like that for a few months now. I'm a bit over it, but in the grand scheme of things, there could be things so much worse with me. So I'm not going to complain about it, but it is annoying.
It is. It is. It really is. Yeah.
So,
too much. It's just too much.
39 in Texas. See, that's chilly for Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that about iron. I've been low before and noticed the cold hurts more than usual. Yeah. Yeah, like my feet are dancing under the table. Like I'm so cold. Because also when you're just sat in one place, that really doesn't help because you're not moving around.
Exactly.
So, but I would just be sat crocheting. The difference is I'd be in my comfy corner of my sofa underneath like 5 blankets and stuff. But you know.
Yeah.
I can do that later. After the doctors, I will have my warm shower and get into thick jammies and be under 5 blankets and I'll be fine. But that's a few hours away now.
That's sad. That is a few hours away now.
Oh, never mind. Again, worse things, right? Worse.
Yeah,
things.
but you were looking forward to it. That's the sucky thing. Is that it's when you're looking forward to something and you realize, oh, we can't do that.
And it really is that way for me. Like this may sound really silly, but do you know what I love the absolute most in the world? And you're probably all going to laugh at me, or there might be a couple of you that are in the same boat as me. Who knows? The best thing, the best treat I can give myself, and I'm going to try and not be too like overshare, but I love it when I have a really lovely hot shower, full hair wash, do all the shaving necessities that might be needing to be attended to, fresh clean pajamas straight out of the laundry, and then fresh clean bed sheets. That is the best night's sleep I ever get, and it doesn't happen very often. Not that I'm a minger and I don't change my bed sheets, please don't get me wrong, but I try and plan a complete hair wash, shavy shower with fresh jammies and fresh sheets at least twice a month if I can, because it's the best night's sleep I'm guaranteed to get. So, you know, that's the biggest treat I can give myself. And then when you plan that and it goes wrong, like, I'm really bereft about it. I'm like, no,
But
that's so
why?
sad. Like, I was just planning, go out in the cold, brave the elements, do what I need to do, come home, shower, jammies, lovely and warm, toasty, not going out again. And then I'm like, no, I need to go to the doctor's when it's even colder and it's dark and it's horrible. Never
And that's
mind. It needs to be done. So
yeah, but it still sucks.
technically I'm 4 days overdue for the B12 injection, so it's needed. It is needed. Yeah, I have anemia, had it all my life, and even in summer I can get freezing cold. Me too. There will be people literally in little sundresses or shorts and tank tops, and I'm the girl in jeans, full length t-shirts, hoodies, sometimes even a coat, and people are looking at me like I'm absolutely barking mad, and I'm like, no, I am freezing. And then they're like, you really can't be that cold. So I give them my hand and they're like, oh yeah, you're an icicle, we will stop judging you. Like, please, because this is not pleasant.
And when people are cold, I'm like, here's my hands, they are heaters.
Yeah,
I am
called self-care, Wicked. You're right, it is self-care, and I don't make enough time for that sometimes, and I'm trying to do that a bit more. Yep, I agree with you, Sam. I love the smell of freshly laundered clothes, and especially bedding. Yes, because I have the type of hair that I don't need to wash it every day. In fact, if I wash it every day, it looks more greasy and dirty than it actually is. Like, it's just not the genetic makeup of my hair. So I, in theory, only have to wash my hair twice a week maximum. Otherwise, it's really gross. And it sounds gross that only washing it 2 times a week. But that's what my hair needs. That is the best my hair is.
Doctors will even tell you that.
So that's what I mean about trying to schedule a complete hair wash and the whole shebang with the clean bedding, because I only need to wash my hair twice a week.
There you go.
My hands and feet are always cold. Even in summer, I have to go to bed with socks on. That is me a lot of the time, Bear, as well. Yeah.
I get way too overheated.
Mishi! Hello, honey. How are you? Welcome in. Great to see you. Yeah, I do get overheated mostly when my sugar levels are too high. Oh, yeah, that's got to be so hard. See, I don't have that issue to contend with. So thank heavens for small mercies, right? Literally. My daughter has Raynaud's syndrome. I have Raynaud's disease, which is a lot worse and can be life-threatening. I wear gloves and huge socks in summer. Oh, Sabrina.
Oh, no.
And I only know about Raynaud's because of Llama Mama Kayla. So, yeah, that is a scary disease to have. Wow.
Very scary.
I didn't know you suffered with that.
Me neither.
Wow.
The things you learn about people.
I know. Surprised to see you. I'm about to start my work day. We got some snow, just a centimeter, but it's snow. How exciting. It's cold here, but we have no snow. We're not normally here. We're not normally here, Mishi. This is just a surprise. Why not? I was sat crocheting and fancied a bit of company. So I popped on, and then Panda was like, I'm here. And I'm like, well, come up. And it's been nearly 3 hours. I was only intending to do an hour, but you know, that's how it works sometimes.
But it's good fun. It's all in good fun. I enjoy it because, I mean, I would just be, taking a nap in my chair because my body is stupid and only took a nap last night, 2.5 hours maybe.
But see, when I do fly out the door, you will be able to have that nap after having company of all these lovely people.
I know.
So, which amazing. Will, eat up a couple of hours of your day when we're gone. So,
yeah. And then I'm going to get up and make food because, hungry fat kid.
Yeah, I am going to have to grab a snack or something at some point. I am really hungry.
I would eat some ham. I'm gonna say something to him.
Yeah,
I guess
I
I was like, I
might
guess he liked it.
have a half sandwich. You know, like rather than the 2 slices of bread for a full sandwich, I might just have 1 slice of bread and fold it in half, which is my half sandwich, just to keep me going, because I totally missed lunch because I was here with you guys. Because I was only planning to do an hour, and then I was going to go get lunch, but it's fine. I'd rather do this.
This is how Amanda ended up going for almost 6 hours.
Yeah, I can't. I have got to get to the post office. I have got to pick a child up from school. I cannot just leave her at school going, can't be bothered.
She'll be all right.
You're the teacher's problem today.
Right? Exactly. Whoopsie.
Yeah, no, I don't think that'll go down too well. So
I think I might make a grilled cheese sandwich before I take my little nappy poo.
Well, that sounds good. I had a half sandwich and an apple. Oh, and a coffee. I'm with you on the half sandwich. I don't eat an awful lot of fruit, and I can't do coffee. Okay, gotta go. Have a great day, everyone. Hope your work day's good, Mishi. Thank you for popping in just for a second. Appreciate it. Be safe out there. There's lots of people.
Be safe with all the peopling.
I'd rather people this way, just saying.
Walk this way. Yeah, sometimes peopling is not fun at all.
No.
Most days I don't like to people.
No.
That's why it's cool. I'm thinking about doing DoorDash, because it's like, well, I mean, hey, I don't have to people that much.
Right.
Because most places have it set where the food's sitting there, in a bag, and then all you got to do is just grab it and then take it to the person.
Yeah.
And most people just want it dropped at their door. So, hey, even better.
Love you too, Mishi. She says, love you all.
Yes.
Just checking I haven't missed anything important while I've been here for nearly 3 hours, because, I've not really been keeping an eye on anything, have I?
I mean, hey. But it's fun, though.
It is. I do need to keep half an eye, though, because Connor messaged me earlier saying he's got really blurry vision and he can hardly see out of his left eye and he's got a headache. So I'm like, that doesn't sound great. So I'm going to book him in with the opticians this weekend.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, it's not good at all.
No, I'm just thinking maybe he's a little overtired. He did do quite a lot of revision last night for his exams, so he might have strained his eyeballs a little bit. Hey, Shirley Brown, how are you? We're not going to be here for too much longer. Sam said that several times now. She was supposed to be here for an hour. It's nearly been 3. I got stuff I need to do.
But do you want to?
Not really. Well, I do. I do want to get Boggy Creek blankets sent. I just don't want to deal with the post office. And like we were just discussing, I can't just abandon a child at school. So
unfortunately, no. Too bad you can't have somebody else pick her up.
No, that's never an option.
No. Which really sucks.
But, at least I don't have to worry about dinner. It's been cooking itself. So that's one good thing.
That's an awesome thing. I got me a pizza crust from Aldi when I went shopping. They had fresh pizza dough.
Right.
There at Aldi. So I'm going to make my half barbecue, half buffalo chicken pizza.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you know how much Mantha hates cooking, so the fact that it's already done. Well, I've obviously got to put on some rice, and then 2 of my kids don't actually eat chili, so I've got to cook them something different, but they will have what I call freezer feast. Like any crap that's in the freezer that I can just shove in the oven is what they'll be having tonight. Sounds a bit neglectful, but they're still fed.
No, they choose not to eat chili. Well, there you go.
Yeah. I had that happen, and I had shingles in my eye. Oh, Susanna, don't tell me things. I'm a hypochondriac at the best of times. Please don't tell me any horrible things it could be. I'm just thinking he did a lot of studying. He might have strained his eyeballs a little bit. He might be tired, you know.
I've had
Just
shingles
saw
without
you
it.
and thought I would say hello. Just sat down to start knitting. What you knitting?
Ooh. Yeah, I've had shingles, but not on my eye. Oof. Can only
I've not had shingles. I've had chicken pox more than once, but not shingles.
It's horrible. All I have to say is do not pop the pimples. They look like pimples. They ain't your normal pimple.
Gross. Panda, you know I'm squeamish like that. Stop.
Literally, I had one here. My whole arm went this all the way down, red and swollen. Because once you pop one, you're a dunner.
Okay, enough. You've got rid of my hungriness. Ooh.
Hey, I'm letting you know. So in case you get it, like, because that's the least thing you want, Boozang.
Easter chicks for charity. Awesome.
Cute. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Absolutely.
Which charity is it for, Shirley? Ew, says, yeah, see, Rebecca gets it. She's like, ew.
Sorry.
I had shingles, got right next to my eye, says Wicked. Oh.
Oof.
I have a real bad thing about eyeballs. I can't stand feet. I can't discuss anything gross to do with eyeballs. I am not a pimple popper. And I'm not even one of those people that can peel off sunburn. Like, just let's not, please and thank you. Like I cannot. Oh, I get freaked out easily. Yeah, me too, Rebecca. Just no.
Shit. Sorry, my bad.
Like when Mama Jan was talking about something about Jeffalope's eye and I had to leave, I was just like, I can't. You tell me when that conversation is finished.
So I was like, I gotta go. Bye-bye.
I think it's because I've obviously had eyesight issues from a very young age. I got my first pair of glasses when I was like 9 or 10, I think. So, and they get progressively worse every time that I go. For me, my biggest fear is losing my sight because, again, I don't want this to be a conversation to be judged on, but for me personally, I would much rather lose my hearing than lose my sight. Because if I couldn't see my beautiful children's faces or my potential grandchildren or like my friends smile or like the things that mean the most with my eyesight or be the ability to crochet even, like that would absolutely destroy me. Whereas if I lost my hearing, it would still be awful, don't get me wrong. Like I wouldn't be able to hear the children laughing, I wouldn't be able to hear the birds chirping, all of that wonderfulness. But out of the two, I would rather lose my hearing than my eyesight. So when people start talking about eyeballs and stuff, I'm just like, yeah, no, I can't, because one of my biggest fears is going blind. So yeah,
It's hard. So
no
hard.
nurse duty. I struggle with nurse duties, Bear. I'm not gonna lie. I've had to do first aid at work twice in the last week, and yeah, I'm over it because I'm not the best person to have to deal with it, but I had to. So Foxlease, which was a girl guiding centre, we are trying to buy, I don't know. Don't get old, Sam. All kinds of happens to you. Yeah, I've heard that, Wicked. I'm not looking forward to it. I said that before. I'd rather lose my hearing, even though I love music, but I would rather lose hearing. See, Sabrina gets it. Hey, Rita. Lovely to see you. Hi. We will be going very, very soon. I'm sorry.
Yes.
We've been on for nearly 3 hours, and I said I was only going to do one, so.
Yep.
Yeah. What are you trying to buy, Shirley? I think you pressed send too quick. Girl Guiding Center. We are trying to buy, I don't know. Whatever you're trying to buy, I hope you're successful, because what a worthy cause. Indeedy. And I'm going to have to leave this pile of frogged yarn on my table, because I'm not going to get it all stitched back in before I need to go.
Definitely not.
2 rows worth. Oh dear.
Yeah. She went a frogging.
Oh, to buy the actual center where they have their group. Yeah, that is super important. I hope it helps.
Yes.
Hope it helps. See, I think for Mike, losing his hearing would be more devastating, because music is his life. Like, literally. Every opportunity to play some music, he is playing music. In the shower, in the car, just, you know, even when he's like cleaning, he'll have his like little earbuds in, listening to his tunes. Like, music is everything to Mike. So I think he would be more devastated the other way. But then he's never had sight issues, so I think he just takes it for granted that his eyes are fine, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows?
I mean, in an ideal world, we won't lose the ability for anything, right? But that's not how the world works.
No,
The universe has other ideas. It's like, deal with that now. Cheers, then.
Cheers. Yeah, that's crazy.
I hope they don't keep me waiting ages at the doctor's later. I mean, I really don't know what it is, but I can go into a doctor's waiting room and there be literally no other person but me, and I'm still sat waiting for 45 minutes. I'm like, really? Or I'll go in there and there's no one else sat there, and then like 4 other people will come after me and they all get in before me, and I'm like, I was first.
Like a 2-year-old. I was first. What about me?
Literally, I feel like standing up and stamping my foot and pouting, going, it's not fair. I was first.
That's funny.
But then I suppose it depends who everyone is going to see and who is on time with their appointments. So
that's true, but it still sucks.
Yeah, I hope it's like in, sit for a minute, cooled in, have my injection, and go.
Be like, bye.
Yeah.
Run out of there like, yeah. Like, run. Run.
2 of my family only sees in one eye, so I get it. Yeah, my nan can only see out of one eye, bless her. She's been like it all her life. She's never known any different. She was born like it. The others say I forgot my glasses when taking youngest to school. It was still dark out and raining. I was shocked at how bad my distance vision has gotten. I won't forget again. Oh, blimey, Bear, that must have been a bit frightening.
I feel bad for my husband losing his glasses like he did. Like, he can, like, when they gave him his glasses, he could still see far away, but it was just he needed a little bit of help, but he needed more, like, close up. But he was wearing them all day, every day almost.
Yeah.
So now not having it, his eyes are like, like, what?
Yeah, mine need to be on my face all day, every day.
Yep. Only time I take off my glasses is to take a shower or go to bed.
Right, me too.
Even when I take a nap, they're on my face.
See, I don't nap, so that's not a thing for me. But
yeah,
if I was to take a nap, I definitely wouldn't sleep at night.
Yeah, I have to take a nap. I mean, I have to, but most days. I went a while without taking naps. But I mean, like I said, I'm running on 2.5 hours of sleep, so I can't. Like, if we were on this all day, then yeah, I could stay up. But being home, nope. Nope. Just being by myself, nope. Nah.
Rita's just napped for 5 hours. You obviously needed it, honey.
Yes. That's crazy.
I mean, let me retract what I just said. I said I don't nap, otherwise I won't sleep. I don't intentionally go for a nap. There have been moments where I've been like in my comfy corner on my sofa and I'm crocheting, and then this happens and I didn't realize. And I wake up and I'm like, who am I? What day is it? What's my name? What is going on? I am so confused. And I still don't sleep at night. And I was like, I can't do that. But clearly my body needed for me to take a rest. But it just messes me up for the whole rest of the day. Like, so I don't intentionally take naps. And when I accidentally fall asleep, that doesn't happen a lot because normally I don't sit long enough for me to fall asleep.
Yeah. Normally, I tend to take morning naps, if anything. I don't like to nap any later than 2 p.m. And that's pushing. So,
yeah. You know, the little accidental, you know.
Oh, I hate those though.
They just don't do anything for me. I feel worse when I wake up after those. Like,
you do.
15-minute power naps for me can be really helpful, especially to avoid a growing migraine. See, a lot of people say that, but they just make me feel worse. It's just crazy how different we all are, right?
It is. It is very crazy.
What works for someone really doesn't work for somebody else, which is just crazy. I fell asleep in my chair yesterday for 2.5 hours. You clearly needed it, Wicked. Like, sometimes you do have to give in to what your body needs. Don't get me wrong. And I have in the past. I just don't knowingly allow myself. There are times where I'm like literally exhausted and I'm like, you really should go lay down and recharge. But I know that if I do, later on, I'm going to pay the price. So I just keep going until I literally collapse at the end. So naps are nice, but if I have one, I don't sleep well later. That's exactly what I'm saying, Bear. It doesn't work for me. It really, and I don't feel refreshed. I don't feel any better for it. So I just try not to. And like I said, 99% of the time, I don't sit still long enough for it to accidentally happen.
Really
Anyway, guys, we are at the 3-hour mark, and I really do need to get to this blasted post office.
How has it been 3 hours? Like,
but that's the thing. You just get chatting with your friends, and time just flies. Like,
that's what I told you with the 6-hour one.
Yeah, and I could, if I didn't have places to be and things to do, I could stay on for way longer. But I really gotta go.
Busy lady. You're a busy lady.
I am. And you got a bonus 3 hours with me, guys. I wasn't even supposed to be here at all. So, you know, let's be thankful for that. I've really enjoyed myself. Anyway, like Panda and I said earlier, check out Bridget on Thursday for her birthday live. Go and spend some time with her and wish her a very happy birthday. I am planning to be there. I think Panda's planning to be there. So it should be a good night. Also, don't forget that I'm going live Saturday as normal, and it's just a normal live 4 p.m. straight after Granny D on Saturday. But the following week will be my podiversary, so there'll be a party in a couple of weeks' time. All the folks that have been in the chat today that need watch hours or trying to get to milestones, if you can help in any way, I'd really appreciate it, because you know I'm all in for sharing the Yarny love, right?
I'm 4 subscribers away from 600, so.
Well, yeah, get 4 peeps over to Pandas. Get her 600. It was lovely spending time with you all too. It has been great fun. Oh, Lynette, you've come in as I'm saying bye. No. But Lynette, you'll be proud of me. I have been on for 3 hours and I need to run because I'm going to the post office to send the Boggy Creek blankets. So it's not the fact that you came in that made me leave. It's the fact that you came in and I am very aware I need to get them boggy blankets out. So I really do have to go. Oh, and Lynette, I'm sending them direct to Nancy rather than give you extra to take when you go meet Nancy. So I hope that clears that up. Whatever you do with the rest of your day, guys, I hope it is really super enjoyable. I hope the rest of your week is fabulous. Thank you for spending 3 hours of your life with Panda and me today. We really appreciate it. And like I said, just try and see the positive, even in the frustration. That is what I'm doing this week, considering my bathroom still ain't getting done. No, I'm not over it. But yes, I am going to go get the blankets out. Right, I shall see you all very, very soon. Do you know what, Panda? Do you want to do my outro with me, seeing as Mike's not here?
Yeah.
Can you remember it? Let's put Panda to the test. Stay safe.
Be kind.
Look after one another.
Get some good quality crafted time in.
Get some good quality time in with your loved ones.
We will see you in the next one.
Or around the YouTube streets. Yes! Panda, you did it! And I did Mike's bit so that you could do my bit. That was amazing. Right, guys, we really are going. Mwah. Love you all.
Stay Lucy.
Bye.